A lot of people are here. It's a good environment.
We want to set up here today to kind of showcase the community.
Are you trading up just because you want to have that high-end card to sell, or you just want to hold it just to have it?
But is it processing or are we
Gambling.
Is it gambling? I took the perspective of I need to get to know more people and like have conversations with.
Is this one of the things like, oh, you want to make this deal? I'll put you on my video. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Y'all ready for Dr. Strange? Just a question. Are you ready, bro?
See, and then he had it signed by him.
No, when they cut Darth Maul in half, I literally yelled out, "No!"
If I would have known BGS has more value long-term wise, I think I would have went that route.
But do you have certain cards that you know you're going to hold on to?
Yeah, FD, man. I'm in it for the long term.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, everybody? Sunday, May 29th, 6 p.m. How we doing?
Chilling. What's the score looking like now? I'm trying to get this all settled in.
20 to 9. 22 to 9.
Yeah, Miami can't go down that much right now. They gotta try to keep
like that, you know.
They gotta keep the crowd alive. If not, that's it. Game over.
Tyler Hero is back. I wonder how he's playing. I like how they get into or what's up, Vegas? What's going on? I like how the conversation becomes, what are they wearing to the stadium?
To who?
What do players wear to the stadium? Like, people are talking about Jason Tatum came in with this pink and orange suit on, like. Yeah, that's kind of the conversation.
You know, Jason Tatum tried to be stylish. That's all.
Hey, he's trying to be stylish, all right.
No, I like Jason Tatum's attires. He's pretty cool. A lot of his stuff that he wears on the tunnels. I know the brand that he goes with, so I like his style.
Jason Tatum. We'll see what step he takes to that. They're coming out.
Yeah, this is big for him too. This is a big series.
This is huge.
I think this is third. Is it his third conference finals, or his fourth?
He's been to the conference finals those many times. Hold on here.
Yeah, rookie year, 2018. They lost to your boy. They lost to LeBron.
Yeah, I remember they lost to LeBron. I remember that.
And they lost to the Bucks.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So it's twice. Oh, yeah, it's his third time.
Interesting.
So he's bound to get in eventually, right?
Well, he has 5 points. Brown has 4, so they're at least coming out assertive. Like, they both need to score early and often.
24 to 9. That's not looking good.
Are you rooting for Miami?
No, I just want somebody. I just want it to be close. It's game 7, man. I'm not trying to see a blowout. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to see a blowout, honestly. Why, you want to see a blowout?
I just want to see whenever it comes to a game 7, I just want to see whoever steps up actually step up.
Yeah.
Actually go for
it. Man, I don't know. We'll see.
I'll keep the tracker on here, So you want to talk about the Cardstock training show and the Valley trade show?
Yeah, let's go.
I think they both were good shows. We saw Chris today at the Valley show and talked to him about Cardstock. I thought they were both good shows.
I thought it was really. AJ show was pretty solid too.
Yeah, I like the golf course, the kind of the ambiance. The vendors were very nice. We had some good conversations in a short amount of time.
I haven't seen none of those vendors before, honestly. Maybe a few, but not like Travis and everybody else. But there's a few of them I have never seen before.
True. Some were from Diamond Eye, some were from other places. True. Some people I had not seen before. That's the cool little thing about showing up to any show to me. No matter what the size of the show is, you never know who you might meet.
Mm-hmm.
know kind of what's going on now. You never know. Yeah, Cardstock was good. I usually don't talk about the cards until we release content, but I picked up a cool card at a cool price of a cool player.
He was having a dancing around the whole show, showing what he picked up yesterday.
What do you think about Curry winning the Magic Johnson Award, Baker Boy? I thought it was a good thing. To me, it came down to him or Looney. In my mind, who's going to win that award?
Oh man, 100%. That's 100%. Who would have thought?
Looney was balling. I mean, Looney is balling in the playoffs right now.
If you would have won, that would have been the same equivalent to Andre Iguodala winning the Finals MVP that year. Remember?
Yeah. But I always go back to when Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts beat the Bears. I thought both running backs should have won MVP instead of Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, Miguel, you know who I'm rolling with, man. Yeah, I think the Warriors are going to win the finals, and I believe that we're seeing the first championship of a few to come. This is
that's all FDB talking about. Every time I see him, any opportunity he gets, he's like, it might be a new.
I remember when the Bulls won 3 and Mike Jordan wouldn't play baseball, and then he came back in that season, and they got put out by the Orlando Magic. And Nick Anderson stripped Jordan. I remember all this and took another ball on the court. Then Nick Anderson carried himself to the post-game press conference and said, 45 is not 23.
Uh-oh.
And then Mike came out the next year with the Bulls and swept the Orlando Magic. And that was the last time that Shaq and Penny played together.
Yep. He ruined the dynasty before it even started.
Mike shut it down. Nick talking that talk. I had to shut it down, man.
Yeah.
But I believe that we're seeing something that could be the beginning of more long-term playoff appearances, like going deep in the playoffs. Let's find themselves in the finals again.
Yeah.
When you go to 8 finals, this will be their 5th finals in 8 years, right? Yeah. 5th finals in 8 years.
Who are they?
You have so much young talent on the team that it's something to be said for. So
yeah,
Miguel, Baker Boy, let me know what you think of Curry winning. And Miguel, let me know if you think the Warriors are going to win the finals. JD, who you got winning the finals?
No, you're making me not like the Warriors, but realistically, I think the Warriors is going to win. I think if Boston.
Why am I making you not like the Warriors?
Because Warriors every time even if we're not even talking about what's the flavor or anything like that, you have to be like, it's a golden era coming up, right? You're always sneaking something in there. You're right. Like I was like, all right, man, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be a golden era. It's gonna be a golden sweep or something. I was like, oh my god.
So let me just ask this question. Have you seen this before recently? Have you seen this much talent on the team?
Talent? No. I mean, who do you think's better, this team or the year they went back to back?
This team.
Really, with KD?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that KD team, just KD alone, and all of them was going crazy. But maybe.
Baker Boy says Boston is deeper. So Baker Boy, does that mean Boston's going to win the finals? That Magic Johnson Award was made for Curry because he can't get the real thing. I think he's about to get the real thing.
Oh my god!
In a few weeks here. I mean, it starts on June 2nd. So.
He's gonna get. Man, they have to win this year. There's no ifs or bits about it. They gotta win. If not, that's it. But we'll see. We shall see. I still believe in Golden State. They have the firepower to win it all. I mean, they're little. Everybody always talk about they're little, but they don't play little. They're out rebounding everybody. Dallas, they beat Dallas.
Those are not against them the first 3 times they won the championship. That no jump shooting team has ever won the championship.
That's what I'm saying. When do you when that height don't mean nothing to them. Like they could play. They could play any team, any size, and they'll still find a way to beat you because they're so talented. So talented.
Miguel says yes, Warriors all the way. I hope Curry gets MVP finals.
If he doesn't win the finals,
I believe the Warriors are a team that if Curry won an MVP of the finals, people say, well, he doesn't have two. And I think they're a team that if they win 4 championships, somebody will say, well, they don't have 5. Kobe has 5. Well, Mike has 6. I think no matter what they do, I think people will still say, like, no, that's not. Not good enough.
Why? What do you mean? I mean, I don't know if that's. If he wins 5 championships, only has 2 and 1 Finals MVP, that's still good. I think that's.
I think it's still good. I think it's good.
I mean, LeBron. How many LeBron won?
LeBron has 4 titles.
And how many Finals MVP? He has 4 Finals MVPs.
No,
he doesn't.
No, sir. No, sir. Let's look it up.
No, I think he does.
Does he? Let's see.
I know he won the one with Cleveland. I know he won the one with the Lakers. Let me see. I'll look it up right now. Oh. No, he does. He does.
He does. He has 4 MVP, Finals MVP, 2012, 2013, 2016, 2020. He has 4 regular season MVPs.
I did not know he has 4 Finals MVPs. Back to back. Oh my goodness. And then I'm looking at it. Tony Parker got 1. Paul Pierce. Andre Iguodala. And then the rest of the names are just like Hall of Famers. Do you consider Chauncey Billups a Hall of Famer?
I think he should be, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hakeem, yeah. I mean, Joe Dumars, your boy Isaiah Thomas won the Finals MVP. Dang, I didn't. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
How many Finals MVPs does Isaiah Thomas have? That one?
Just one.
Yeah,
just one.
Because Dumars won the other one.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I was just telling a friend that said the other day. People hated Jordan too. People knocked Jordan consistently. He has 3. He can't get 4. Even before that, it was like he's a dunker. He's not a jump shooter. Then when he became the MVP of the league and also Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Oh, well, he hasn't won in the playoffs.
Why were they hating? What? Maybe it was just back. Maybe that was just back then, I guess. But I
think people hate greatness, man.
I wouldn't hate MJ. Not me.
I think people right now hate Tom Brady. You don't think people hate Tom Brady?
You, like I said, people need to accept what we got going because there's nobody going to be like that in a long time, right?
That's what I think. Admire greatness, man.
It's admire because when it's gone, they're going to miss it. You know,
Mike had great seasons, and like Magic Johnson was one of the MVPs. It's just interesting, man.
Well, let them hate because once they're gonna miss all the KD. They're gonna miss the War. People are gonna miss the Warriors, Steph. They're gonna miss all of them. LeBron.
Well, you heard what Antoine Walker said the other day, right? That Curry wasn't great. He doesn't play defense, and they hide him on when they play other teams, keep him away from the best player on the other team. He takes bad shots and hits them, so it looks good. He's pumped up. He's not what people think he is. Magic Johnson's the greatest point guard of all time in his book. Curry is maybe 4th or 5th. That pretty much sums up what Antoine Walker said.
Antoine Walker, what has he done for him to say something like that? He was just trying to get a little bit of looking for like some attention, 5 seconds of fame. You know, don't say nothing like that, man.
It's interesting. You know, it's interesting when people. It's interesting.
Well, it's probably true, but I mean, what do you want him to do? I mean, he's still scoring. He's still affecting the. He single-handedly changed the game of basketball, in my opinion.
I think so, but I mean, I don't know.
That guy's tripping.
I guess we'll step back, see what happens on the finals. You know, see what goes down, and then go from there. But what's the score of the game? Let's do a little quick check-in right quick.
I think.
It's 32-17. 32 Celtics, 17 Heat. All I said was this. and I said this in a preview of this show. I don't think you can have 3 games in an NBA Eastern Conference Finals where you score under 3 points and then win games and go to the finals.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Butler can do that. This is what Butler has done. Butler had 3 games in this series where he had less than 10 points.
Man, but come on, FT. He went crazy the last game. He had like almost 50.
I get all of that. Let me read you his points out, sir. I did a little research. You know what I'm saying?
They said that was equivalent to LeBron's game 6.
Yeah, 41, 29.
47. What? Yeah, 41?
Yeah, 41, 29. Oh, yeah, 47 last game. 8, 6. Oh, excuse me. One game he had 13. Then he had 47. We'll see. Let's see how many points Jimmy has tonight.
Probably like 2.
And I admire Jimmy Butler's story.
No,
He has 6 points right now.
I respect Jimmy. Jimmy buckets a lot after that. After that game, I was like, man, he willed that game. He willed that win.
He did will it. He did will it because I came in the third quarter and he was pulling and hitting from places like he felt like wherever he wanted to. He was pulling and hitting shots.
Well, the good thing is it's only like a 6-possession game or 7-possession game at that.
Oh, yeah. They're down about 15 in the first quarter. Excuse me, second quarter, beginning of the second quarter. They
shouldn't be down at all. You know, game 7. But we'll see. I mean, they all got to play big. This is like really, they got to make a run. But I don't know, man, because at the end of the day, if you're able to get a bucket, you're gonna win game 7. And Boston has more bucket getters than Miami, in my opinion, like effortlessly. You know, like,
I think so.
I mean, Bam's next step of developing is trying to be able to score efficiently and I guess efficiently because that's what it is.
Yeah, I noticed that when they kick the ball into him, sometimes he's looking to throw the ball back out.
Yeah, nah, he needs to go attack mode because he's like, who do you think is better, Bam or Draymond Green?
Draymond.
Man, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think Bam has a lot of upside, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, he definitely has a lot of upside. But do you think Bam is better than Draymond Green?
Not right now, but maybe later. We'll see. Only thing Draymond's gonna have on him is the rings. That's what's gonna happen.
Baker Boy said Warriors hope Celtics don't win because Celtics get the matchup. I think the Celtics are a harder team to play.
Yeah,
in some regards for the Warriors.
They're a bigger team.
But also, the Miami Heat will be a tough team, I think, for the Warriors to play. So
both of them, and then we joke around that Golden State's gonna win. It's not gonna be a cakewalk by any means.
Baker Boy says Looney is barbecue chicken in the next series.
Yeah, pick and roll. That's it. Switch on them. Game over. Because look, Tatum and Brown, they could just score willingly.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think they can, and they play defense.
We're going to take some clips from this when this final starts.
We'll see. But okay, let's say so what do you got? Let's say Miami wins. Mm-hmm. Oh, if Boston wins, what do you see it? How do you see it going? And then if Miami wins,
I would still say 6 games.
6 games Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make a decision yet. I need to watch the first few minutes. I can't make a decision yet.
Baker will be laughing. That's funny. I need to grab some of these comments here. We got to grab some of these statements. You said Brown and Tatum can score at will, huh?
I think so. Against the Warriors defense compared to Miami.
Let me ask you this. Who is Wiggins gonna play defense on?
Oh, I forgot.
Who is Klay Thompson gonna play defense on?
I'll put Wiggins on Tatum because he's more, he's more elusive. He's more creative.
And what do you think Tatum's gonna do every night?
What do you think he's gonna be doing?
Yeah,
probably go. I think they're not gonna stop Tatum, but I think they'll kind of contain him.
Okay.
I don't think Tatum. I don't know
who's the more fluid scorer, Tatum or Luka Doncic?
Oh, what? Come on, man! I can't believe he's really.
Who's the more fluid scorer?
It's not even close. Tatum. He's the scorer.
Are you saying Tatum scores more than Luka?
I think he's a
I think
better
Luka has
scorer.
higher average, right?
But let's look at the shots. We can do that. We could look at the shots, the attempts, the efficiency, his true shooting. There's a lot of things that come into play. But I think Luka's just I don't know. I gotta see because Luka's usage is really high. He needs to have the ball to score. Tatum can
Oh,
come off picks and whatnot and do his thing. Let me look it up. That's crazy. I never thought about that. Oh wow, Luka average. Oh, I have it right here. Okay, so Luka average 31, Tatum average 27. All
yeah.
right. So I guess how many more shots Luka took and who shot up? Okay, so Luka took 23 shots per game. Tatum took about 20 shots per game. Okay. The average Luka gets the average by 1 point. Luka takes more threes. Tatum takes less threes. Tatum hits a better percentage from the three. Luka gets to the line more, but Tatum hits a better percentage.
So if
And
so let's say Tatum is the scorer, right? So then that means people got to shut down Brown.
yeah,
It's going to be interesting. And then
I think.
who's the two scorers after those two?
Oh, after Tatum and Brown, probably you probably go. I'm looking at it right now.
Don't say
Probably,
PJ Tucker now.
no, you probably go Pritchard or
Pritchard.
Smart. I don't know. I don't.
I think that's going to be a problem. I think that's
I
one
think
that's going to be a problem for Boston. We talking about out of 7 games. I think that's one. Like Tatum and Brown need to come out aggressive every night, and they got to be scoring the basketball every night, like without
the
question. Tatum can't have one of these games
no,
where
he
he's
can't
like,
go. He can't go. He can't go lost. He can't
cannot
go
do
missing.
that. Like
Uh,
the last game, both of them kind of disappeared in the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter.
the one
Can't have
team that the one team that beat Golden State in the finals was a team. The team that was Cleveland. They both have scores. Kyrie and LeBron. But LeBron was able to create for everybody else. Tatum and Brown can't do that.
Mhm.
So we'll see. I
Oh,
mean,
they don't. Let me say that we have not seen that.
we'll see because I don't know. This is gonna be a good finals because either it's gonna restart a dynasty or it's gonna start a new dynasty.
Well, the thing about Golden State, and it's not because like I'm just looking at basketball, right? Golden State has so many options to score the basketball. So many options. You got Clay, you got Wiggins, you got Curry. Draymond the other night had 17.
And then they got Gary Payton coming back.
Gary Payton is two
I
is
mean,
coming back.
I'm just saying like they do have
You
better
got
match.
Looney in the paint. You're gonna see
Yeah,
probably some more Kaminga, some more length.
some
You
Moody.
got Moody. I mean, there's so many people that can just score the basketball and play defense. All these people play defense, man. It's not like there's a situation where you have some people that just don't. Baker Boy says Tatum got a team around him. Look at them. Oh, that's true. That's true. But Tatum only has maybe 2 more players that Luka will probably have in the future, really
Yeah,
around
but
him.
that's a strong two players though. I mean, your second best player is Jalen Brown, and then your second best player on the Mavs is Spencer Dinwiddie. Like it don't add up,
Yeah,
The
it
levels
doesn't. It
the
doesn't.
levels ain't
But
there.
this is the first time Luka's been here. Like this is the first team he's tried to take this far.
Yeah,
You know,
Tatum's been in the conference.
yeah, Tatum's
Tatum,
been around for a while. There were
Tatum,
times that people said Tatum and Brown couldn't play together. Like you got to break that up. I even
you got,
thought that. I still think that. I think for
but you
either
got.
one of these players to win a championship, one of them can't be there.
I think so, but you got Kobe and T Mac basically in their same team. You gotta try to keep them.
I don't know if this is Kobe and T Mac now.
Well,
This is Tatum and Brown. Both
I'm
of
just
these
saying the
guys were.
comparisons.
Yeah, both of these guys will kind of disappear at times, especially Brown. Sometimes he'll disappear.
But I think this is where Tatum needs to learn. If they don't win this year, is just like you got to go in. Like you don't worry about passing it. Like we don't need you to pass. We need you to score. So we need you to be aggressive as much as possible.
I see my man Big John Collector's Cards is talking right now. Celtics match up best. I agree with that.
It
But
does. They do.
Warriors have more depth. This is what
But I
I'm saying.
think, but I think Miami has a like. You don't want to play Miami, man. Miami, like they don't care. They wanted to go 6, 7 games. Like They don't care. Defensively, they can match up with the Warriors, in my opinion.
I think for so many quarters of a game. Quarters of a game, I think Miami can match up. After that, they're about to have a problem.
Because I think Bam.
Let's say you make Butler expend himself on defense. Like
they're gonna have. I mean, FD man, he's used to that playing with Thibodeau. you know he's used to.
Notice he doesn't play with Thibodeau now, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he could do that if he wanted to. But in the finals, this is where you give it your all. Like you're only gonna get like maybe 6 minutes of rest each game. Like this is where you leave everything on the floor. Like if the coach told you, oh yeah, you're playing 48 today, guess what? I'm ready.
Hey, what do you think about Draymond coming on TNT and saying, I think people forget about that. I think we're gonna play the Boston Celtics, and then Miami using that for motivation.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Draymond, man, he's ready. I'm telling you, if he's ready to leave the NBA, he has a chair waiting at TNT, ESPN. He knows what he's doing.
Does. But what's up with Miami using that as motivation?
Yeah, but don't worry about that, man. Worry about the
the team that's on the court.
Yeah, y'all not. Man, and then I told you this the other day too. Yesterday, it's Haslam saying something. Out of all the people,
but man, you gotta play, bro. This is not happening.
Man. Come on,
years ago. You gotta play, man. You can't be
your best. Yeah,
you can't be a coach in team gear and then talking about Draymond. And then I thought it was hilarious that he ran over to
Mark Jackson.
Yeah, the commentators, because Haslam knew nobody's talking to me in the post game press conference. Right, so I got to run over here and make a statement right quick. Or I got
nobody think about you, Ted. Like, come on, man. Your best. We talked about this all the time. Your best player can't be. Your worst player can't be the head of the team.
But let's check out what Baker said here. Tatum is greater than Pippen.
Oh yeah. Come on, FD.
Really?
Oh man, here we go. You don't think so? Not yet. I mean,
when I read that, and now Baker Boy's got a lot now. Let me know more about himself, right? When I read this tells me someone did not watch any '90s basketball.
100%. That's facts, right there.
Now, Baker Boy, tell me something about yourself, man. I'm not even going to ask your age, but did you watch '90s basketball at all?
I think Pippen I think he affected the game on both sides than Tatum has.
This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm about to get at. But Baker Boy, let me know, man. Tatum is greater than Pippen. I think he's taller. That's about it.
I'm taking Pippen. I mean, I'm taking Tatum. FD. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't even know if you can compare their games. They don't play the same way.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100%.
Pippen is more of a defensive stopper than Tatum. I don't even know if you can compare their games, but I just want to know a little bit more about Baker Boy. Now Baker Boy is saying Tatum reminds me of Pip. But now you gotta let me know, Baker Boy, now not greater. Now, okay, now we didn't step back. We didn't moonwalk off this statement. No, but you gotta let me know now.
Say it with your chest.
Did you watch any '90s basketball, Baker Boy? That's all matters. And then we can dive into this. Big John, who is a smarter player than Draymond? Great question.
LeBron.
He's smarter than Draymond?
Yeah, in the game.
I don't think people realize if you really get into the game, what does Draymond Green do on that team?
Everything.
He stopped. He held Jokic to a place. He didn't stop him, but he held him to a place where Denver could be beat.
Yeah, I think Draymond does a lot of off the court, off the stat stuff for the team that he doesn't get credit
for. He can have
5
points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. You could look at that and be like, he didn't do too much tonight.
Yeah,
but watch the game.
But what is that called though? That's the eye test. We know. I mean, yeah, we can be like, oh yeah, a casual fan will be like, well, I mean, Draymond Green only had like 6 points. He didn't do anything for the game. No, he did. Look how many points whoever, Bam or anybody.
Somebody's probably out there right now, and I'm gonna find them right now. Somebody's probably saying, man, Williams III is better than Draymond.
Who?
Williams for the Celtics. Center.
No, he's not.
Somebody's thinking that right now.
Draymond is the only player that I will take that can't do anything else on offense. Like
Well,
you know,
Williams averages more points. I think.
Williams don't got the same. Williams don't have the same effect that he does. Draymond, you switch the roles. Come on now, if the Celtics. So if you put Draymond with the Celtics, they're 1,000 times better. It's not even close.
Baker Boy said, "Didn't know great meant greater." I'm old FT, but I'm not talking about your age. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about how much '90s basketball. Tom Bullard, evening gents. What's up? Good to have you here. Good to have you here.
It's an 11
All right.
point.
So the game is getting closer. It's 41-32.
Yeah, I got it. If you guys can't watch the game, I'll give you guys a little tip. Go on TikTok and just put live streams, and you'll get it for free. That's how I'm watching this game. That's how I watch this game right now. Because I don't want to turn on the TV and then you got no.
So I'm gonna tell you this, JD. Right after we get off here, I'm gonna officially join TikTok.
Oh man, I'm surprised you haven't joined yet. I think TikTok caters more to you than anything other social medias.
Why you say that? I've heard some other people tell me that.
Because letting you guys know right now, FD tried got me. Usually I'll dance and stuff, but FD got he's doing his little thing yesterday at the show. Yeah, man. I think if you go on TikTok, I think that'd be it. I think TikTok is more of a they really want to see your personality, like your funny side. So that's why I stay with Instagram really, because Instagram is more my feng shui. But TikTok will be your calling, man, because you could be silly, you could be funny, and people won't care. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Oh man, I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised because I'm gonna see you doing that.
We talked about this. We talked about this several months ago. That's right. That.
You and G Junior in the background.
Oh, wait till Robert gets up. Robert's gonna be moving, man.
That's wild, man. I can't. Let's talk about the comic store we went to today. You know, I'm telling you this right now. Me and FD. I wish G was with us today because we had a little good event, like 2-hour adventure today.
Yeah,
we went from the Valley Card Show, and then I was like, FD, there's a comic store down the street, and FD, let's go, let's roll down there.
Let's roll to it. Very organized place. What's the name of the place again?
Galaxy of Comics or Comics of Galaxy. I don't know. Anytime
I took a picture.
I'm telling you, anytime ever since we went to that Comic-Con, man, anytime I'm in a different city, I'm going to see there's a comic store. And
that's what it's all about. It's called Galaxy of Comics and Books. This place was very organized.
Super. And then I picked up the Spider-Man, the first one of the first editions of Spider-Man with Dr. Doom outside of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yep. It's your boy. It's FD's favorite character.
Spider-Man 350.
And then, yeah. What was I gonna tell you? And then I didn't know there's a comic book store down the street from me. And before the episode, I took my daughter down there and I went and I picked up more Fantastic Four. But with who though? With Doctor
288. Okay.
More Doctor.
All right.
And then I thought this was pretty cool. Spider-Man versus the Human Torch.
Very cool.
I was like, man. But you were right. That Amazing Spider-Man issue, the recent one has so many covers. That's crazy. So many variant covers.
Variants now running comics. Back when I was young. Yeah. And you're buying a comic, you only have one cover, but now you have so many.
Yeah, like how can you even keep up with that?
We got the LA hobbyists in the house. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Too.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna let you borrow this.
Okay.
You need to read this.
I'll read. I'll check it out.
But yeah, I appreciate the LA hobbyists, man. That was a good show. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, it was a good show today, man.
That was really good.
I could have even been there longer. To tell you the truth,
It was a good vibe. It was like a nice little meetup. I was like, man, where the food at? Since we're at a country club. Let me ask you something, FD. If we got everything going, we start being more evolving and being more successful, would you ever consider doing a trade night or a show, anything like that, if everything was lined up?
Yeah, there's no limit. Yeah, I don't have anything that I would say I would not do that. Yeah, I would.
Good. That's all I needed. See, this is why me and FD, we work together really well. Like we feed off each other because I called him earlier about us, how we could improve, and he's like, yeah, let's do it. And then You know, FD is always willing to do whatever he
Always
can to
open,
make it better.
always open. I've worked on many things in life. JD, I've gone really hard at different jobs, very
Oh
hard.
man, I believe it.
And I believe that if I can go that hard on what really is in the hobby, then that's why I don't take anything off the table, any
I,
suggestion. Sometimes we get comments where people say, "Hey, why don't y'all do this?" We've done that.
we got into Comic
Yeah,
Con. Honestly, this is not even a what we consider this. This is not even a partnership anymore for me. I feel like it's more of like a like a strong growing
yeah,
friendship.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Like
I totally
it's
agree
down to
with that.
that point where
I
like
think I think over I think in the last 2 months or so, I think we've learned more about each other.
yeah,
Like
especially
we
after the
met, I
Delmar
wanted
show.
you to meet April today.
Yeah,
Junior refers to you by first name. Says stuff about you. We wanted to send you that picture the other day of him in his Kobe shirt. That
yeah, that was cool.
yeah, I think that's what
No,
it is.
it's
You have to learn more about people, and even like sometimes I don't travel to the Bay Area and you go. I know I'm gonna get your perspective on what was going on, and then at some point we'll be making some of these regional trips, or even on maybe a longer distance trip together to get different perspectives at the show.
can't wait for that.
And like we're setting up here at shows, we're going to be someplace else one day at a show talking about the show.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like we grown so much from episode one to where we're at. Because I like you said, we're just learning. We're learning about each other, and then we're trying new things out, and we're not afraid to try different things out. And I think that's like the coolest thing.
I would give that feedback to anyone that wants to do anything. It's not just about what we're doing. If you want to be creative and you want to do different stuff, like don't limit yourself. You got to at least try something. And there's been some things that we've tried before we press the button for everybody else to see it. I'm like, I don't know how people are gonna take that or how that will be received, and it's usually received well.
Yeah,
And I think like I got some feedback today. I was talking to Slab Money and Slab Blue, and they were telling me, "Hey man, show more of your personality. Like you do some stuff sometimes that's comical or funny." Um, JD, I say this all the time. When we first started the channel, I was so concerned on making sure people understood my voice and what I was talking about in the hobby that was my main concern. Like, I didn't want to come out in the first month or so trying to be a funny guy, and people are like, I don't even understand what he thinks about cards. So, what does he think about the hobby? So, I wanted to set that framework first. But I think you'll probably see more stuff from us because I crack jokes. My father was
oh yeah, it was.
like
And FD always cracking jokes, man.
like a mini comedian, and my mom too. You can get her laughing about some stuff or saying some stuff, and then I do stuff around here with Junior and Greg and different people that I'd probably never bring the content. So we're gonna start doing that more.
Yeah, I think it's just opening up more, being more
Hmm.
comfortable. That's what it is. I mean, I got a lot more comfortable, and I think because my content was probably just like straightforward, not straightforward, but very serious, not serious, but just like it's a mature audience per se. But after
I
growing,
think you want to. I just feel like you want to be a legitimate source for
yeah,
something before you're a comedian or before you're doing something else. But once you establish yourself as someone who can think like we all have different sides. Everybody out here, everybody has a side where you're very serious about something, and people have sides where they're laughing and joking and talking about stuff. And I even see people more at shows open up and talk about stuff that I wasn't
yeah,
having these conversations 6 months
yeah,
ago.
100%. And I think it's just people are just more open now, more
Hmm.
comfortable in the situation, and I think that's like the coolest part. I mean, everybody tells me like, "Dang, we didn't think you talked too much, or like you had a lot of personality when." Because when I did my interviews, it's just them talking. But now, doing our stuff, our podcast and everything, people are like, "Dang, you guys have really like a personality, both of you guys."
Yeah. I think that's the cool thing about doing these lives. I get on. You never know sometimes where the conversation is going to go or how it allows you to open up and the viewer to learn more about you
Mm-hmm.
on a real sense. Like, it's not
Yeah,
made up. If I'm saying something, that's exactly what I think. It's not like, let me say this to stir the pot or to make people think a certain thing. That's not at all the objective. So,
yeah. And I remember you saying that in the Keen interview. You're like, "Yeah, me and JD just try to keep it real." That's
yeah,
100%, and
yeah.
like
That's what it is.
Either they're gonna like it or not. And I mean, we keep it real as possible. I mean,
It's like three to me. There's three no's, right? You can like, not, or respect. I guess
Mm,
four, or be indifferent. There's like four places most people are probably gonna go real quick. And if you like, don't like, I respect that. If you respect what's being given or shared, that's cool, right? That's one of the main objectives of life, to be respected by people. If you're indifferent, that's cool too. You know,
yeah, yeah. I think I got over the fact that like I don't care if people like me or anything like that. But I don't really care anymore. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, they're gonna like what I like. They're gonna do what I like. They're gonna like what I do, or if not, but whatever. I'm still gonna keep it pushing. Because
hmm
like, what? 1 out of 1,000. What's the chances of that happening? Because people are
well, I can tell
respecting.
you this, AD. My personality, I stay right there. I've probably been there since I was, man, 8 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I'm not really a person to. I don't need validation by people. I
Yeah.
don't need.
Me
I
either.
don't have. I don't have to be liked. Most of my stuff in life has been self motivated. Uh, that's just me.
Yeah.
But then you'll see, I really care a lot about people. I'll talk to folks and remember their stories because it's important to me. I met some new people at the Cardstock show. I met some new people today. I will remember those people. We will have more conversations in the future about different things, and those conversations will build upon each other. I just try to be real to myself. If I feel good about what I'm doing, then I'm good. And
Mm-hmm.
at this point in my life, I try to teach other people that surround me, like my children, certain principles that I think are important in life. And what's cool is like I come on cars at the Cardstock show, right? They know how we get down as like G and I and family, right? So he was like, he works in the industry, he does certain things. So he was talking to G about editing and different stuff and giving him real advice, not
Yep.
just what people here tell him, but real advice about something that can help him as a career. And I appreciate that. That's the thing about the hobby. I mean, you get out, you meet some real people, man. It's not you talking about you and I right now. There are a lot of real people out here that you talk to, and they when they open their mouth, they mean what they're saying as well, and they want to be there to help. I mean,
I
like I
agree.
always have good conversation with the slab doctor. He is he's an educator. He has a son with him. You notice that stuff, man. You
Yeah.
know,
And
family
that's
is important to a lot of people, and in the hobby, you can teach people good principles. Or just like anything, you can also, if you're someone out there, you can teach someone bad principles. But I see people trying to spend time with folks in their family, and that's always a good thing, man.
And that's the coolest part. I mean, that's 100%. Yeah, if you're able to combine your family time with something you love, I think that's a double, triple win in my book. And I mean, my kids are still young, but once they're ready, I mean, I attempted to take her. She's gonna be 3 in a few weeks, and I attempted to take her to the comic book store, and she was just like, I said, yeah, there's gonna be toys. The toys are not on her. And she's like, what is this? She said, oh, are these coloring books? And for a 2-year-old, my daughter could like her vocabulary is really strong. Like she was even the lady like, well, how old is she? I was like, she's 2. Like she's gonna be 3, and she's like, are these coloring books? Like, can we color? I'm like, and she's like grabbing like, I'm like, yo, like relax. Like we're gonna have to pay for that if you damage or anything like that.
She's like, "Hey, I'm here. I got to have some interest in this, man.
Yeah,
What is
and
my
then
stuff?"
after 30 minutes later, after she got over, she's like, "Can we go home now?" So I was like, "Look, this is something that I want you to like. You may not find interest in it, but I want you to understand like there's ways of investing or finding a passion or hobby, and if you're really passionate about it, it's gonna be fun. I
Mhm.
just want them to, I want them to like figure out what they want to do at a younger age because I didn't figure out what I wanted to do until what 5, 6 years ago. So I want to cut that in, like Jay-Z said, he wants to cut it in half and just find their path at a young age, and that's what I want to do. I want them to be like at 16, 17, like, oh yeah, this is what I want to be, and I'm ready when, and that's what I want to do.
I mean, that's cool. At the end of the day, though, you spend time with your daughter out doing something,
Oh man, I can't
right?
I can't wait for that. I can't wait. you know
I mean, but that's what you did today.
yeah,
You
I
spent
know.
time with her out doing something that you have an interest in. You're
I
also,
can't
as she grows, you're gonna spend time with her doing something that she has a strong interest in.
Yep, 100%.
That's
And
the
then I
cool part about it. Yep.
and then I don't know if you came across if you had this issue yet. I don't even think it's an issue, but just finding the balance in everything. Like
Mhm.
I work 6 days a week, and then I try to do our stuff. So I work, and then I do this, and then I'm a father, and you know what I mean. You have all these hats
Oh
we
yeah,
have
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And I had this discussion with somebody last few days, was just trying to balance everything out.
Well, that's why I
You
told you right before we got on. I just woke up from a nap.
I only took like a 15-20 minute nap.
You
I
gotta,
told my wife, I was like, wake me up at 5:45. I was like,
and
man,
you
I
gotta
gotta.
get some rest when you can. You gotta spend time with people. Split your time up. Do stuff for different folks. Even if it's just going to the park or whatever it may be. Um, and you have to give of yourself because there are things that sometimes you may not have any interest in.
Mm-hmm,
And I
mm-hmm.
learned this from my parents, right? You may do stuff that you don't have any interest in, but does your significant other or your child have an interest in that?
Yeah, speak
Yeah,
on that. I
you got to
learned
be
that.
there. Yeah, you got to
I
be
learned
there.
that. I learned that. My wife, it's because I'm always having. We're always on the go. Like we got a show, we were filming. I'm filming content. I'm doing this and that. So when my wife wants to do her she sells vintage clothing at the Rose
Mhm.
Bowl flea market. I told you, right?
Yep.
And when she did that, I was so happy for her. And like just to support her and like, do what she does. Like I was like, man, I'm really happy for her. And like you said, you just gotta take care of the people that take care of you, when the time comes.
And then sometimes you got to get used to being tired.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got to be get used to being tired.
Yeah,
We
I
all
learned.
get. This is my favorite phrase around here, right? We're all given 24 hours a day. It's not like JD, you have 30 and I have 8, and this person over here has 18, and we all got 24 hours a day. How do we maximize that thing?
Yeah. What are
Make
you
sure you
gonna
take
do?
care of yourself, getting rest, caring about your health as well as other people's health, but also getting into what other people are interested in. You know, um, and as people around here grow, there are going to be some things that I'll have to say, like, I'm not doing this because I'm doing this today. I'm not going.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here for a certain amount of time, and then I got to move on and do nothing. I got to keep continuously look at how do I manage my time and have everybody around me that are important to me taken care of. Because the thing that I would not want, I'm just going to be truthful with you. And I've said this before here and other places, is that Junior grows up and says, FD, my father spent a lot of time on road with FD, but he didn't come to this with me. He didn't do that with me. He didn't.
Yeah.
I can't have that going down.
No, I 100% agree. My wife always tells me like, you're there, but you got to be present.
Yep.
And I was like, man, here she go. And so it's one of, I was like, it's one of those things where
Spot on.
it,
She's spot
it's
on.
it's hard because you're for me, I'm trying to establish a future not just for me myself, but for my kids moving forward. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to. Me and my wife always have this argument of like, what is she looking for when I'm looking for? I'm looking like long term wise. I'm looking like 10, 15 years from now. Like this is why we do it. This is why I do what I do is because of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because we balance each other out. But it's one of those things where I'm just thinking long term, FT. Always thinking long term because that's all you can
Well,
think.
most people who know me and have known me for a long time, I'm constantly thinking long term.
You have
Uh,
to.
that's just how my mind works. It's always worked like that. Man, when I was sitting in 5th grade, I was thinking about at this age I'll be graduating from grad school, and that's just how my mind works. So I could be working on something today. Even when I purchase cars, I'm purchasing a lot of times for a certain goal in mind in the long term. So it
Mm-hmm.
could be whatever. It could be because I'm trying to get to a certain car, and this is going to help me get there, or whatever. What potential I see in the player. It can be whatever. Most of my conversation, if people really think about it, is about long term. You
Yeah.
know.
Always.
So, but there are people here like April tell me sometimes we're having a conversation like I need you to think in the short term. I have to force myself to do that.
It's hard. I don't like thinking short
Doesn't
term.
come natural to me. And I know some people who only think in the short term. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We're
But I'm
just different. We're just different like that.
Yeah. Is this one of those things where if something were to happen to me or anything like that, how long will my family be okay without me? You know what I'm trying to say? So stuff like that I think about. So I always think few, and then like even my nephew Andrew, like we always think ahead. Like I'm happy I have him because you and him honestly got me out of just thinking, oh, it's only about cards. It's always only about cards. Only
Well,
about cards.
Andrew, I can see that. Andrew thinks
He
about
pushes
like,
me
as
to.
we're walking around talking. We're in conversations about a lot of different stuff, so I get a chance to see how his mind works, and he thinks about a
Yeah,
lot of things.
he pushes me to think outside of the box a lot. So it's just
It's
one of
good that
those
y'all
things.
have each other, and it's cool too that we're able to roll with you because
I know, man.
it,
It makes
it
it so
helps
much
me.
exciting.
Like Comic Con, right? The Ontario Comic Con. That might have been something that I heard about afterwards. And I was like, man, I wish I would have went to that, but it was
But
good to actually be there.
but that's why our friendship is so good, is because you got different parts that you could pull from that I wouldn't know, and vice versa. Like you said in the beginning, like we have different relationships with different people, and that will open up a lot for both of us.
Yep.
So it's pretty
And
cool.
that's really what it's all about. That's what I never understand on anything, right? Where it can't just be from my generation on what's going on because it's bigger than that in the hobby. That's one part of the story. It can't even be just from Chicago. I had a chance to see a great basketball player play. It can't
Yeah,
just be from that. There are other things going on. But when we
I
first started this episode, though, we would never thought we had this conversation.
yeah, that's crazy. Who would have thought?
Let me jump back into some of these comments. Baker Boy says FD wants to dance. All in the videos dancing. LOL, Suge Knight voice. That's funny. Yeah, I think it's important to show different sides. So, um, but yep, I think that's cool. Miguel, you think Chris Paul is in the top 5 smartest players? What I love is that I can almost guarantee that when we get on, right, Chris Paul or Isaiah Thomas will come up.
Or your favorite LeBron?
Well, LeBron, I don't have a problem with LeBron. That's what I tell
I
people.
need somebody in the comments to say Star Wars Episode 1, 2, 3 is the best ever. Okay,
Oh, that's
we gotta. We'll get to Obi-Wan in a minute. But
hey,
let's
a
just
New
go.
Hope. Yeah, a New Hope. Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. That's why I hang my hat every day. Every day. Yeah, but Chris Paul, again, I don't know, man.
You can't ask FT this, man. You don't. Oh, you just continue with the comment, man. Don't even.
It's hard for me. Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas. Man, I don't know. LA Hobbyist, you guys should. I would love to attend. Oh yeah, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I mean, some things I think mature in certain ways. So I mean, we'll see. He's talking about having a trade night or
Don't
different
worry, I
things.
already got something in the works. I just want everything. I want to wait because right now we got a full deck of shows coming up. I'm not trying to entertain anything.
Yeah, this is it's long term. From the bench, Evening Gents. Thank you for having me here. I got Miguel said Jimmy Buckets is
Oh
on
yeah,
fire.
let me read this
It's
to
a
you.
6-point game right now at halftime.
He has 24 points, 8 for 11, and 1 for 2 from 3 point from the field.
But the
Man,
only double-digit person beyond him is Bam.
I mean, they're gonna need somebody, Hero or Duncan. Somebody got to step
Well, see,
up.
this is the thing here. Tatum has 13, Brown has 15.
And they still winning.
Yeah, but it's not like either one of these teams. I mean, we got Williams with 7, D White with 8, Smart with 9. On the other side, you don't have anybody more than 5 points besides Butler and Bam. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think Miami is winning this game. Big John, Jimmy G buckets going duper.
Going super
We'll
soon.
see. I mean, I like his story. I like Jimmy Butler's story. I cannot hate on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Jimmy Butler
I have nothing bad to say about this young man. I mean, he has overcome major obstacles in his life. He has his head straight. You don't hear about anything about him off the court. He comes on the court and plays. He shows heart. I don't have anything bad to say about Jimmy. So,
no, he's a bucket.
yeah. FJD, when were you at Average Shows? That's my LCS.
Like
This is months ago.
March.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was
months ago. Yeah,
live
we were
like
there.
10. What? All right, Dexlo. We got to meet up with Dexlo then.
Yes, sir.
That'd be cool, man. That would be cool. Armin, great seeing you. Great seeing you on Saturday after. Sorry I missed you, JD. Well, it's always good to see. Star Wars 456 over all others. JD, did you read that?
No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't see that. I see 3, 1, 2, 3 actually.
Did you read that?
1, 2, 3.
It's really no comparison.
Let's
No
get into
comparison.
that. Let's get into Star Wars real quick. So how we feel about
Obi-Wan. Do you want to talk about Star Wars or Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan, man? Talk to me. How'd you feel about that?
I thought it was phenomenal. I mean, this thing got me excited. I can't wait to see what else is coming up. I was wishing that I was just saying, like, why doesn't Disney release all episodes like Stranger Things does? I will watch that entire season probably about tomorrow if it was up right now.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's so weird because it's not a TV company. It's not on the cable network. It's on their streaming platform. So they should just drop it off.
Maybe they have some kind of analytics that tells them the more you visit, this happens.
Well, technically that is true because after you throw everything all at once, no one's gonna go back. You know what I mean? They're not gonna go back.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. I mean, I know everybody may not be like me. If I'm going back to watch the third episode of Obi-Wan, I'm about to watch the third episode of Obi-Wan. It's not like I'm about to watch that and then, oh man, you see this other Disney movie? Let me throw that on. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's true. Did you
maybe people do that. Maybe the analytics shows them that more people.
No, I think it is. Do you like did you like Game of Thrones? Did you ever get into that?
You know, this is something that is interesting that you asked that question, man. I haven't watched any episodes of Game of Thrones.
You should. I know it's kind of long. This is what I did. I didn't watch anything until the last season came out. So I was binge watching everything up leading up to the season. So I was able to catch up.
I know a lot of people who, when I say that, it blows them away.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't watch it. I haven't watched any episodes.
Really I think around that time is when the Game of Thrones come out.
2009.
Really?
2008. Yeah, it's a long series.
See, in my life, man, sometimes it's about when things happen and when things are on TV. Like I looked back the other day and thought, Golden State won in 2015, right? Junior was being born.
Wow.
In 2015. So my focus was not on. I remember what was going on, watching every game. That was not my focus at the time.
It's different. So, it's different.
Yeah, so Game of Thrones, I think, and around that time, I had moved back. Let's see here, 2011 it started.
So 2011. Oh, I was kind of close.
Yeah, so at that time, I moved, I think, to a different part of LA and was working a lot. So I didn't watch any TV. I can remember most years. You give me a year, I can almost say what I was doing.
Man, I have years where I just don't even want to remember anything. I call that my blackout years, just because like it wasn't a productive year or anything like that. So there's years where I don't even want to think about it. There's only like certain amount of years where I'm like, okay, 2016 was a good year because Kyrie won his first title, like stuff like that, you know, things like then 2019, the year my first daughter was born, in 2020, stuff like that.
Those years you will not forget. Sin City, what's up, man? Yo, gentlemen, Heat playing hard, baby.
Yeah,
you know, Sin City, for you, I wish that the Heat will win this game, but I just don't know if that's going to happen.
They're playing too hard. The effort, that's when skill and effort don't match up.
They just need a third scorer. They need somebody in that second half to really step up.
Or when Tim Tebow said, "Hard work always beats talent every time." No, it don't.
Hold up, Tim Tebow.
You don't remember he said that?
I don't remember anything Tim Tebow has said.
Oh damn! Boy, he said a quote.
You talking about Florida Tim Tebow?
I'm talking about Denver Tim Tebow.
Nah, man.
That's when he said, "Hard work is always gonna outwork talent." I was like, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't believe that. What do you think?
Hard work is always gonna outwork talent.
Something like that will outwork talent. Something crazy.
I don't know about that.
Because talent sometimes is just effortless.
I always felt like Tim Tebow wanted to write a book or something. Did he write a
Man, I'm
book?
surprised, man. I'm surprised
He's
he
always
hasn't
dropping these
gems. Yeah,
gems of knowledge. You know, I don't know.
I'm surprised, man. He could talk because ever since when he retired, he went on ESPN College Game Day. Have you ever seen him do his game day speeches? Man, I'm like, dude, I want to run through a wall right now.
Yep. And then you look and you be like, man, all that just came from Tim Tebow.
Hey, he did beat the Steelers though, so you give him
Yeah,
that.
he did. He did, man. You know what
Hey,
I want to.
who did you like more, Tim Tebow or Johnny Manziel?
Neither, really.
Really?
Neither. But what I wanted Tim Tebow to do early in his career was go play tight end.
He was
Early in his career. No, I think he'd have been a much better tight end when he first came out if he'd committed himself to being a tight end. That stuff he did with Jacksonville, where he tried to come back and be a tight end, I don't think he was really committed to that.
Well, he had his coach there, so kind of.
Yeah, I think Urban Meyer wanted him,
You
but
know.
I don't think he was committed. But I think let me just ask you this: with his size and running ability, who's going to stop Tim Tebow at tight end? If he committed himself to blocking better, linebackers can't run with him, and DBs are not going to step up and make the tackle.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah,
It's just about committing yourself to that, and I think he wanted to be a quarterback in the NFL, and this does not happen.
I think it was more of his ego too. I think it was a lot of more of his ego.
It was his ego talking. But I think Tim Tebow, early in his career as a tight end or H-back, man, that could have been something. But we will never know. So Armin says they do that. We keep people watching week after week.
Yeah, okay. It's 100%.
So why doesn't Netflix do that?
Because Netflix has a broader audience, would you say? I mean, look, they got tons of stuff dropping all the time.
I just wish Disney went the Netflix route. But going back to Obi-Wan, the villains in there are like the real deal, man. Like this is not, and I know people like because there are people in my family that like Boba Fett. I just thought I wanted more from Boba Fett, and I feel like I'm getting that in the 2 episodes I watched of Obi-Wan.
Let me ask you this: did you feel like Boba Fett was underproduced? Like they didn't put a lot of effort and money into it?
No, I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that. It felt like they were telling. I think I went in wanting to see the bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back and know more about him. I looked at him as Vader's right-hand person.
That's true.
And they told a story of a guy whose life has changed. That I think that's a disconnect for me. Like I talked to my brother, he really enjoyed Boba Fett because he took it for what it was. I looked at it as I'm excited when I heard about this because now I get to learn way more about that guy that was in Empire Strikes Back and a little bit in Return of the Jedi. I need to learn. I get to learn more about him. And then when I saw the show, I'm like, we got to save the last couple of episodes with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it
felt like they must have been getting some strong feedback to start bringing the Mandalorian.
I didn't like Boba Fett like that. It felt like a cheap sci-fi show. You remember the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day, where they would come up with these cheapy sci-fi shows, and it was just whack. Yeah, that's how I felt. It was just whack. I was just like, man, the CGI was horrible. And then when you watch Obi-Wan, I'm like, man, this is why CGI and everything looked bad over there because they put all their eggs in that basket. And it was the first 2 episodes, man. It felt like I was watching episode 3.5. You know, it was so good.
Yeah. So Baker Boy says Disney went woke.
Oh, I guess. Man.
And then Big John says keeps viewership up. I think I must be a typical viewer. I think they have something, an algorithm or something that tells them that if a viewer watches an episode, they spend time watching other stuff. It has to be. They can't be. I'm gonna get on and watch what I'm watching, and then But we talked about time and how time rolls. I got to move on to something else, and I don't think most people do that.
That's true.
Sin City says hard work and talent go together.
Mm,
Let me say this, Sin City, all right? I've known some athletes personally that are not hardworking people.
and they're just talented, right?
They're just talented as all
That
get
gets
out.
me so mad.
When I think we see players get older, and you're like, man, what happened to them? Because they were leaning on talent and they were not working. But I think longevity.
Wait.
I go with your statement on longevity. If you put hard work and talent together, now you're gonna have some longevity.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean that's crazy.
I've known several players, horrible diets, don't never get any sleep, will come out and just be all over the basketball court or the football field, but I don't know where they're at 10 years later. You know,
That's true.
Yeah. Yep. Alex, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, is that? I think that's what he said, or I don't know, maybe.
I
don't know, man.
When I hear Tim Tebow, man, I hear, you watch Charlie Brown and you hear wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it goes to one year to the other, just like next segment,
right.
please.
When I see so, I don't know what that
Let's
is.
get to the game.
I think it might be a personal thing. You don't get to having talent without hard work.
I don't know, man. There's people in this hobby that just have that it factor or have that negotiation factor that a lot of people won't have. Like it's a lot of things that people are just gifted in certain things. You just gotta find out what you're good at.
Yeah, I just always, whenever I think personally of hard work, I just think longevity or something. I mean, a lot of people can jump out and be whatever right now, but where's that person? What are they doing in that field or whatever sector that they're good in years from now? I don't know. Any car shows happen in LA next weekend? I don't think so, are there?
I think only Diamond 9. I'm surprised there's no LA.
Diamond 9 is every weekend.
Yeah. I think the next big show is Newport. Yeah, Newport. So. And then after Newport is premiere show. So yeah, and then after that I don't know. I don't think there's nothing in July. Excuse me, in LA really. Well, after Newport is premiere, and then there's a show in the Bay.
Show in the Bay.
Yeah, yeah, and then nothing in July, and then of course we know what's coming in August. So the big one, Mr. Burbank Sports Cards card show. So we'll see how that goes.
Burbank. All right. Revon and Obi at first show weakness, and then her character started developing throughout the show when she breaks out in episode 2.
I mean, she looked like a little punk.
So one, did you think she was weak?
I don't think she was weak. I just want to know why she's so obsessed with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to know. And I want to know. I think maybe the weakness he's talking about is her standing down. I didn't know if that was like the rank of the other person, or I don't know. I didn't know what that was. But there's a strong passion about Jedis. There's a strong passion about now Obi-Wan. The question is why. And then what's her link to Vader?
Yeah, and then when she said, "Yeah, Vader's alive," and you just you saw his face.
Did you see the look on his face? Was like,
"Oh shit!"
Oh yeah. What? I thought when I took the higher ground, I was good.
Man, and then they said this is Prime Vader. Prime Vader. I
think what we learned here is never pull your lightsaber out and chop someone's legs off and their arms and then just walk away and not know that you're going to see that person again on another day.
You might as well just throw him in the lava and call it a day. Like
he should just pick this guy up and just
just use the force. Like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with you. But he was burning. No, but he was burning, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that's why he's like, forget it. You're going to burn it live.
Just think about that, though. You chop a guy's or a young lady legs off, arms off, leave him burning. Look at, talk to him, walk away. And then somebody rolls up on you and be like, you know that's a lot, right?
Well, I mean, look at Darth Maul. He's still alive after they cut him in half. Remember?
Yeah.
But I think they should do a Vader series. We need that. A Vader series. That'd be pretty cool.
Don't be surprised that something like that may be coming. I would think there's many stories of Vader as well. Right.
I want to see some prime
There
time.
could be storylines that's parallel to other things that's going on with Vader.
Yeah, I want to see some prime time Vader. I'm not trying to see no episode 4, 5, 6 Vader. I'm trying to see new and improved episode 3.5, 3.7, 70. I'm trying to see something new.
I definitely can't wait for Obi-Wan 3. But let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you your opinion on this, and everybody else in here, Sin City, everybody else, let me know what you think. Why did they release 2 episodes at one time?
Just to keep everybody interested. That's all.
I have some thoughts on that. Maybe they wanted to let people know that this is not Boba Fett.
Yeah. But they do that with everything. They do it with their Marvel series. They do that with everything. And I mean, we gotta wait. That's the only problem. Like they know we're gonna watch it regardless.
Well, I just went through Winning Time, and what else was just going on? There's another series going on that I was watching every week.
Did you watch that one on Apple TV? The one I was telling you about, the Kevin Durant produced one about the basketball player. You should watch it. I think you like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if we have Apple TV. We may have to get that.
Oh, I
want to watch
that.
that. Does anybody watch that Magic Johnson show? I've heard zero about that.
Oh yeah, because they're getting sued. That's why they're not.
No, Winning Time. I'm talking about the Magic Johnson documentary that came out on Apple TV.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they're scared because what happened.
Oh, that to me that's interesting. We're going to sue a show that states that information is loosely tied to reality.
Yeah. Well, people got offended for no reason.
Sin City says the Vader series is definitely coming.
I can't wait for that one.
He also says, Sin City says, JD, I agree with you. You definitely separate yourself in this hobby with the gift of gab.
Yeah. Some people just got it, some people don't, and you guys gotta find a way to maneuver through everything. That's all it is.
FT, where is your spaceship these days? Is that high gas prices? You don't use it anymore.
Yeah, gas is expensive. FT don't use gas. That's why.
We had to slow that down, Baker boy.
Gas is going up to like $10. FT can't take 100 gallons to fill that thing up.
It's funny how gas prices out here are so high. I remember I took a road trip a couple of years ago to Atlanta, and when I got past, what was it, Arizona, gas prices dropped considerably. I'm pretty sure right now that in that same area, very much lower than they are here. I always wonder what gas prices are like in San Francisco, because it can get expensive. Since they do that normally by showing the first 2 to hook you in. Yeah. Wow.
I agree.
The Kobe documentary, I think, is coming in August.
We'll see.
I'm just wondering now what we're gonna learn about Kobe that we don't know already.
Yeah, we know everything. Kobe did a good job of showing his own story in his own way.
Well, I think later in his career he did. That was a time like you didn't know anything about Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. Kobe was something else, man. Maybe because I'm from LA, so you saw a different side of Kobe. Because you got we used to have Fox Sports Net and KTLA, and they always show him KCAL, whatever. They always show they'll do like interviews with Kobe and stuff. I'm sure like they had that in Chicago, where you guys saw a different side of MJ and Pippen and all of them.
But I think there was still stuff in The Last Dance that was kept in the locker room and behind the scenes that we did not know in Chicago. Unless you probably had a close connection to the team. Like, you kind of, Lee's growing back up, people. It's 67-54 Boston right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Tatum has 17. Smart has 15. Brown has 15. When all 3 of those get to going, so Butler has 25 right now. Bam has 17. Nobody else is in double digits or even close to double digits.
This is a grinded out game. Like this goes back to this is a perfect example. It's funny because we talk about hard work beats talent, blah blah blah. This is a definition of Celtics got the talent and Boston got to work hard to get the. Boston, the Heat got to work really hard to get this W, and it's showing. They're shot like effortless. Oh no, he missed. But I'm saying like they're scoring, like they're hustling. They're throwing themselves on the floor, diving for
It better be.
balls.
It better be.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So we'll see what happens.
gotta do it. Baker Boy, how is Barkley going to survive the World Series? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Barkley's up there stirring the pot, though,
Oh,
right? He's stirring the
yeah.
pot. He's talking about how filthy the streets are in San Francisco. He says things to get people worked up, and then they start throwing towels behind him. It's interesting. Late 90s, we knew nothing about Kobe. I'm telling you. We know anything about him. Really nothing. But he came out in 96. I don't feel like I really started knowing something about Kobe Bryant until probably his ninth or 10th year. What?
Yeah, once he started. Yeah, once he was almost retiring. Well,
Yeah,
because that's social media just started at the time. Remember, Twitter just started, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So people were able to get more access to the players closer than before. There was this, I don't remember this guy's name. He was always on Twitter, on YouTube. He was always around Kobe and the Lakers, and he was just always interviewing them. You know, that's just the power of social media back then. You're able to get.
One of my favorite interviews is Chick Kern and Kobe in Kobe's rookie season. That interview, man, is it's just if you haven't seen that, YouTube that. Do find a way to watch that interview.
Yeah,
I think they can reach each other before a game starts. I think it's before a game starts. It's a great interview, man. I mean, you got a legend in the world of broadcasting talking to a guy who's young, aspiring to be great, and what his career goes after that is just a.
He was super confident at that age of it when he was coming into
Tell
the league.
Shaq at 17, 18 years old that he's going to be the greatest player of all time.
That's wild, huh? Crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm watching.
so I watch. I don't know if people know this about me, right? I watch a lot of historical football stuff, like the '82 NFC Championship game. You can watch in its entirety on YouTube.
The NFC Championship game? Who was in that? Who was in that one?
That was the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Was that the catch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. No, that had a lot of storylines to it.
But I've sat and watched that entire game from pre-game talk all the way through the game. It's just some of this stuff to me is just interesting to watch, like But I met the tight end
Clark.
Not Dallas Clark, Dwight Clark. I met Dwight Clark, talked to him just about that catch. And it's cool to watch because it's old school football now, right? Dwight Clark was out in a 3-point stance running his routes. Just think about that. Nobody's doing that. That was just their offense at the time. But he was a very down to earth person, man. Just to talk to him, and because he was a player that no one believed in, but the 49ers.
Yeah.
He wasn't. I mean, he came out of a cool school, but he wasn't like nobody's talking about Dwight Clark. A little bit slower than most, but he had excellent hands.
That's the most important thing. If you're able to catch, you could do all. You could run a 4 flat and run the nicest routes. But if you can't catch the ball, then it's the same thing with basketball. You have $1,000, $1 million move with a 1 cent finish. Like that's all it comes down to.
Yep. I like watching that stuff, man. It takes me back to that moment. It's always like you can watch the catch, right? But what led up to that? Mm-hmm. And if you look at Too Tall Jones, what defenders were rushing Joe Montana and how that changed things, right? The door got closed on the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys could have won the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl.
Really?
But when you're that kind of player like Joe Montana, you're that kind of player like Michael Jordan, you close the doors on some stuff. You change history because you eliminate the possibility of someone winning. Like right now, Boston's up 72-58. It is 9 minutes left. No, excuse me, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. The door is about to close on somebody here. There's a franchise that's about to start. They got to do some work, right? In just a few minutes here. We got a quarter and 6 minutes. Somebody's going to do some work in the offseason.
If Miami could get it under 9 or 10, I think they might have a chance.
They could. This game is still not over. When you're on this level, you're in game 7, and you have down by 14, or you're up by 14. Please don't be walking around this court thinking the game is over.
No one thinks. But Boston has more experience in this environment. You know what I mean? Like this is the
only thing about this game that makes me think like there's a problem is that Marcus Smart has 18 points right now, and he's 7 to 12 shooting.
Yeah, he just hit a 3.
That's the problem for Miami right now. Now, if Brown and Tatum was still both had 17, and somebody else only had like 8, this is anybody's game. But Smart is pushing. He's only played 22 minutes, and he's put up as many shots as Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, he's playing aggressive. I think he's the reason why he's really. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he got 6 minutes left. Miami.
And if you think back to when he was in college, he could score the basketball.
Yeah,
he's going to be an X factor if they play Golden State. He's going to be in. There's somebody Golden State has to watch.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I mean, I'm watching this. They're just struggling. Miami's just struggling to get a shot up and score. And
Boston says if Boston beats Warriors, Barkley is much watch TV. I think no matter what, this entire series, it's going to be some hilarious stuff going on.
Yeah.
Dexpo says the saying was hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
I never knew the statement because Tim Tebow said it. Thoughts on Josh Allen cards? Are they too high?
Yeah, why are they so high? What has he done for me? What has he done for me?
I think there's some hype always with card prices. He's a player that people get hyped about. But this year, soon, the next 2 years, right, Josh Allen has to go to the playoffs and do something.
They have to.
This
is the year because the person they lost to in 6 seconds is not there anymore. So he has to do something. But yeah, his prices are really too high. You know what prices are really low is Lamar Jackson. But I can't find the right price. That's why I want to
very low, man. Very low.
Lamar Jackson's the second coming of Mike Vick.
I think he has a more accurate arm than Mike Vick.
I think he's gonna be better than Mike Vick. We'll see.
Well, I think over time he has to learn every run is not worth it, and if you want to play long term, some stuff you can't continue to do.
I think he only has that's why people don't like investing in him because he probably only has 4 years of prime because that athleticism is bound to go down. So at some point you got to stay in that pocket and do something with it. Or trust, or do something. I don't know. We'll see.
Tatum prices are soaring. Are they really going up?
Well, I wanted that color match yesterday, but I wasn't sure if that those scratches were gonna hurt it so much, so I said no. But if they win this series, FD, I could see it.
Oh yeah, I definitely see that. Yeah.
It's a 7-point game, FD.
Yeah, this is the teeter-totter of the series.
There it is. Pull up 3, Oladipo. They call a timeout, so we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thoughts on Wentz? I don't think too much of Wentz at all.
I was gonna say the same thing. I don't even. What people forget.
He broke his leg, right? And he was about to win MVP that year. That's the closest Wentz will ever become to win an MVP.
Derek Carr MVP.
Not a good decision maker. He puts the ball. I can go on and on about Carson Wentz, man. He throws the ball into places that he shouldn't. When he made the statement, what statement did he make after Indianapolis lost? He made a statement that I can't remember right now.
He's the reason why they didn't make the playoffs.
I know, but he said something like not taking ownership for that, and it just doesn't.
FD, man, the game we played. The Raiders played against them. If they would have won that game, they would have been in. They lost that game, and the last game of the year, they just had to win that last game in Jacksonville to get in. And guess what? They lost. That's not what you lose to Jacksonville like that, and that's how the Raiders got into the playoffs because of them. So that's his fault. I don't think high as Carson Wentz. From the last 4 weeks, they were like the 6th or 7th seed. They were in there.
Think about that year he came in. He came in and Goff came in.
Oh, 16 or 15, something.
Yeah. They're both not the quarterbacks that you want to take you somewhere.
They're not. Yeah, I don't think Carson Wentz is that guy. He does have a Super Bowl under his resume, but that's not because of him.
This question comes up: who wins a Super Bowl first, Burrow or Herbert? I have no idea.
Derek Carr. I'm just kidding. Probably. We'll see.
You know,
Probably.
Carr. The question for me with Carr is, what does he do when the game is a big game is on the line?
What? Oh, I can't believe you brought that up. You know who
What,
he
what does he do?
tied? He has. You know he's tied with the most game winning drives in the playoff since 2000 when he first came in the NFL. He's tied with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
But
but
I get what
how
you're
many
saying.
in this modern day game? How many game winning drives are there? Let's just be let's be for real. How many times are you watching and you say, "Man, I just saw that game winning drive"? And you
Well,
talking about
for me, FD. So the last 3 years, it's always been a game winning drive for us. Come on, man.
that's not a part of modern football, really.
We win by either luck or something happened. So
Now,
in
how
this
many games are won by a field goal kick?
a lot. Well, for
Probably
us,
a
it's a
lot.
lot, a lot, a lot. But that
Yeah,
counts as a
I guess
game
that'd be a
winning.
part of a game winning drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but to go back to the question, I think Herbert has a better team around him. It's not even close.
Yeah, but that's I mean, yeah, I
And I'm
mean
saying
that's
that as a Raider fan.
kind of right now, right? Only the thing about the Chargers, right? Can their running back is he durable enough to just last?
Oh,
The running back question is always the thing with me.
yeah, whatever his name is, Elfer, whatever, Austin Ecker.
Yeah, that's the only
No.
question I have. What's the running back status? I think they have a good core around Herbert. I think the Chargers should make the playoffs this year. I would think everybody in that building is thinking that.
Well, they got to get through my team, but I don't know, man. I think Denver's going to be the team that might. I don't know that division. There's 3 teams coming out of that West that's making the
Oh,
playoffs.
Does Denver? You know, you took a player and put him on a team with good running backs, good defense,
I know,
decent
man.
receivers.
How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel with that? It's like Penny Manning 2.0 again with the situation.
Oh yeah, bro. Russ is about to
They're
cause
gonna
some
let
problems.
they're gonna let Russ cook. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, the NFL is all about continuity, so we'll see how that goes. Because I
It'd be
mean, look at the teams that won Super Bowls. Besides, I mean, the Rams, they don't draft anybody, but they just have continuity. Look how long the coach has been there, and this is Stafford's first year with him, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one of those. Everything just had to fall in line for them for that to happen.
yeah, it'd be interesting. You know, the Rams. Yeah, Brady is still in town. Matt Ryan might break through. I don't see that, Alex. I think we've seen the best of Matt Ryan.
He had his chance. They blew a
I,
20.
I, the only question about him are people still using the nickname Matty Ice.
Why?
I don't know why he was ever given that nickname, but I just want to know if people still use it.
It's wild. I don't think we'll see what happens because he had his chance. FD. They were up 24 in the Super Bowl, and you blow the lead like that. Like, come on, man.
Well, you know the Atlanta Falcons that year, their motto was when they got into that game was "Pop the trunk." Did you know this?
Pop the trunk. What is
Pop
that?
the trunk. That was they were running around saying on the sideline.
I don't know
I
what
guess
that
they,
means.
I guess they were gonna pop the trunk on Brady and the Patriots.
I think pop the truck means when they take out the thing outside. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I still can't believe they blew that game up 24. I don't know how it's possible.
I'll say this all the time. I'm at a coworker's house watching the game. I said, "Man, it's getting late. Patriots probably not gonna win. I can't believe they're down this much." I get in the car to leave. By the time I get home, a few blocks away, I turn on ESPN radio, and the announcers are going crazy. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't even understand what they were talking about. Then I kept listening, and I realized that Tom Brady and the New England Patriots have made the biggest comeback in NFL Super Bowl history.
yeah. I remember that night. I was like, oh, this game's over. Let's go to Disneyland. And then we get there. It's like they're down by like 6 or something. I was like, man, what is going on here? But we'll see, man. I mean, Brady's a go for a reason. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm with Timo. That ice is melted. There's no
Yeah.
more ice. There might be some still chilled water rolling, but there is no ice. Watson is back. So the question on Watson is he going to serve any kind of suspension at all?
I don't know. I don't think so. If they were to, they would have did it already.
You know the lead's back up to 11, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it right now. This is not good. Well, I mean, I told you they just got to keep it under 10 by the end of the third quarter. But look at Butler's working hard. I mean, they're just working super hard just to get points up. And Tatum, Boston's just playing off their offense, just cut in, pass in, and then just easy buckets. So we'll see. I think
Has the NFL ruled anything on Deshaun Watson?
No, not yet.
Okay, I thought there was no way I'm missing that.
No, not yet.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he's suspended at all.
But I don't think Cleveland will make that move unless they did their due diligence and be like, oh yeah, we're not gonna sign him because like this reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Deshaun could be real nice.
I mean, he took that team to the playoffs. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he could be real nice. He has some weapons around him now, and now he has some running back. He's a player who knows how to stay in the pocket and when to run.
Yeah, he rather stays in the pocket more than anything. But if you let him go out in the pocket, it's a wrap because he can create. He could create. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Baker Boy, he is innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, there would never be any question on that. But it'd be interesting to see what information comes out. Timo asks, FD, do you still have any of your LeBron top scrolling cards left? Yes, I do, Timo.
You know he got it. He's just FD. I can't wait till you guys see what FD when he shows you guys what he got, man. I'm super excited.
Oh, you all know I went to Del Mar. I submitted 2 cards, 2003 top scrolling LeBron James and a 2020 flawless LaMelo Ball gold out of 10 with a patch of his Australian uniform. I submitted the LeBron to PSA, submitted the LaMelo Ball to Beckett. So when those cards are ready to be announced, I will announce them. I got the PSA back, but I'll be announcing these soon. The ball is still with Beckett, but yeah, Timo, I still have them. Yeah.
Man, this game is wild. This game is wild. But
what you got going on here?
It's an 8-point game right now.
Yeah, it's gonna go back. Well, somebody's gonna hit a 3. You're gonna go from 11 to 8 to back to 10 to.
Oh man!
Oh, Kyle Lowry made a 3.
Yeah, I wish we would have watched the game live today. That would have been nice. But
I think we gotta get together for a finals game.
Oh yeah, we should.
You gotta put our eyeballs on this in person.
I think the first game's on The first game's on Thursday, and then the second game's going to be on Sunday.
Thank you, Timo. I tell the story all the time, right? I'm going to give credit to my dad, right? When we talk about those LeBron James cards, it's all about the people that are around you sometimes, the influences, right? I can remember a conversation I had with him where I was like, these boxes are getting expensive. I think those top scrum at the time were $300, $350. Somewhere around
that. How much is it now?
15,000.
Yeah,
probably 12,500, 15,000. Probably close to 15,000. Yeah. So I was thinking at the timeline, but that wasn't box prices, man. Late 90s, early 2000s, stuff was not like it is now. So I remember thinking like, okay, this new guy's coming out. He's going to be an amazing player. Him and I talked about this. These boxes are, because I was opening cards back then, buying boxes and opening cards. So these cards are going to be expensive. These boxes are going to be expensive. I think I don't know if I'm going to buy them. And he was like, well, if the player's going to be legendary, you got to buy the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nemo, I'm just going to let you know. Thank you for that statement, but it was because of a great influence that I had that had a conversation with me about buying the boxes. And I probably bought and opened 4 or 5 boxes back in LeBron's rookie year. I tell everybody all the time, man, I'm one of the biggest LeBron James fans. Believe me, I've collected his cards for years now. And LeBron, if you go back and watch some early LeBron film, Father Time, Mother Time, is undefeated. I mean, the way he could take off and what he was doing physically, LeBron he can't do that now. So there are things that he has to do to further evolve his game. I just look at where the Lakers are right now. I have certain thoughts on that, but I share those thoughts. But I'm not a LeBron James hater. I mean, LeBron James collecting LeBron enhances everybody's collection. I don't think anybody's going to deny that. A lot of his cards are very liquid in the market. People. You walk a table and you see LeBron, people react to that. So I'm not ignoring any of that. I'm just happy that I had the wherewithal at the time to start collecting his cards, because that was a time in my life where I was going to school and doing different things that I had stepped away from the hobby a little bit. But I knew this guy is different. I watched his high school stuff when it came on ESPN. I remember the first time I saw him on Sports Illustrated. You knew LeBron was going to be different, man.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
He comes out rookie year averaging 20 points a game. He's been moving. So it'd be nice to see him this year. It says LeBron went woke, now we broke. It'd be good to see what he does this year when he breaks Kareem's record. Now, how's that? I think it's going to be cherished by people in the NBA. It'd be cool, but that's my spiel on LeBron James.
I think once he retires, it's just everybody's gonna jump after it like immediately, So we'll see, because he's gonna be around when he's done and retired. Like he's gonna be around.
Yeah.
He's gonna show why he's the GOAT. Like in a sense of like this.
Did you say the GOAT or a GOAT? What did you say?
A GOAT, not the GOAT. But I think he's gonna show why he's a GOAT of this NBA. Like
yes.
Like he left the imprint for the NBA, and then he's just gonna expand it outside of the NBA.
Yes.
And Kobe had the blueprint, and LeBron just like, I'm gonna show you show everybody how it's done too. So I
Baker
can't
Boy
wait.
said I'll be waiting for the LeBron dump. You think people are gonna be dumping his cards, Baker Boy?
No, you don't. You dump MJ. You dump MJ cards.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I just want to see what Baker Boy what he thinks.
It's a 7-point game, FD. What I tell you.
It's all good though.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not a fan of Boston. I'm not a fan of Miami. I just look at the situation and think Boston's going to win. I could be completely wrong. Again, Tatum has 19, Smart has 18, Brown has 23. So the question is now, see, Lowry's coming through now. Lowry's starting to step up. Butler has 31. Bam has 21. Lowry has 11. The question is going to be, who's going to disappear in the fourth quarter?
It's not going to be Jim.
Brown, Tatum, are these people going to disappear? Are they going to keep driving the ball and take that step?
You think what it is? You know what it is too? Miami knows what it takes to win. You think I can say that? Knows what it takes to win. They understand what's in front of them. Boston doesn't understand that yet.
Yeah.
They don't understand that because of Tatum's like what, 25, 26, Brown's 25.
Well, I think Butler brings that. Udonis has.
He's been so close.
But I think some of these vets on that Miami team bring that. Lowry won a championship. I think they bring that to that
Tucker
team.
wants a
Butler
championship.
has not experienced. I mean, Boston hasn't experienced yet.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think Miami knows what it takes to win. Like they know what's in stake for this. Like the next 12 minutes, they know. So that's why I guarantee you, the next 12 minutes, their intensity is gonna jump up another level. I hope. But I mean, Boston's been there.
I mean, if Tatum and them want to stake their claim on something, their intensity needs to go up as well. They need to learn in the next 12 minutes what they need to do. Baker Boy says that he's going to be dumping LeBron.
Nah, I'm not. Man, I don't even have a LeBron on me right now because he's so pricey. Like anything, LeBron's pricey.
Mm-hmm. Timo says it's Kobe top 5 player. I think so. What do you think?
I think top 5 skill player. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like after dealing with you got me thinking about a lot of other things. So I don't know. It's hard because when you say LeBron ain't top 10, I was like, oh, probably. I don't think
I have Kobe at 5.
I think skill wise, he's like number 1 to me. Him and Kai and MJ and all of them. But top 5, maybe. Uh,
Let me just ask you this question. I've asked this question before. If the game is online, who you put the ball in the hand of who?
who
That's
you
how
give me? Who you giving me though? Like, what's the
LeBron or
who?
Kobe.
Kobe.
That's what I think. Alex says Tatum or Doncic for the future. Both of these guys are so young in their playoff runs.
Tatum's more of like scorer, the next Kobe type scorer, and Luka's the next LeBron. You know how Magic, it was Magic then LeBron, now it's LeBron to Luka. I think they're in that tier of but the way Luka been scoring, I don't know, man. Luka could score too, but
I just think Luka has to change his game for the playoffs a little bit. Got to tweak his game.
no, he needs some help, FD.
He needs some help, but he can't keep holding the ball like that.
But we'll see. I mean, Luka only got one game. Tatum got three. So, I'm like, but again, you could say Tatum's in a better situation. Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah, he has my help.
But
I love when my man Mark Engel comes in. He says enough LeBron slander. Mark, you gotta let me know. Just let me know. You love LeBron. Just give me the background on that. If anybody's anybody LeBron is slander, let me know about that.
Who would you taking the last shot, Luka or Tatum?
That's a difficult question.
Really?
To me, that's a difficult question. Luka hit shots, man, big shots.
Luka,
He's shown to hit big shots.
I remember when Luka hit that game winner against the Clippers. That was crazy, and they have a card for that one too. They have
I would probably say Luka right now. I would say Luka right now. They do have a card for that. I would say Luka right now. Mark also says try walking in the man's shoes and see how your feet feel. That could be said, Mark, for anyone. Right?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
LeBron stuff is slowly heating up. Better get on the L train. I'm just telling you, Mark, that my man Baker Boy said he's dumping. I don't know if everybody's doing that, but some people, man. I can tell you this: LeBron stuff is very liquid.
So yeah, that was for liquid, not LeBron.
If you want a higher percentage on your selling on your card or something like that, LeBron will get you that. If you want to move to somebody else, or if you want to even move to another LeBron card, he will get you that.
Well, he's rare. Sorry.
Okay.
When's the last time this is why LeBron's cards are so rare. His auto. When's the last time he signed an auto on a card?
Mm-hmm.
We have the.
The rarity comes in too. He only signs through Upper Deck.
That's what I'm saying. That's why him and MJ.
Yeah.
That's that. I think the last time was whenever Panini took over. So he signed that in the Space Jam set. There's an auto in there you could chase.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, LeBron, that's why his cards are so rare. Is because he only signed with one brand, and that's Upper Deck.
Yep, made that decision early.
Yeah. So
Miguel says, you think Green is the top 5 defenders of all time?
Who is a number? I think Dwight Howard should be up there.
Green is a great defender. I don't know if he's top 5 all time, but he's a great defender.
Are you going by like position or positionless? Are you going by that? Because when we say
sounds like Miguel is going positionless.
Oh man, because that's tough. Who's the best? Dwight Howard's probably the best big man defensively. You don't think? Well, I don't know. Just for me, because I watched this.
He's a great defensive player.
What?
He's one of the best since he's been playing. I had to dig into some things before I could say he's one of the best.
The White.
Dikembe Mutombo was a great defensive player.
Yeah, but oh man, hold on, FD. Let me.
Yeah, see, Timo. See, as soon as I said that, his comment popped up. But we were thinking the same thing at the same time.
It's the Tembe Mutombo.
No joke.
Let me see. I don't know because I don't think he has the hardware that the White has. That makes sense.
I got you. multiple time defensive player of the year, right?
All right, let me look at 8. Oh wow, hold on. Let me put some respect
Look
on
at
his
that
name. Hold on.
resume. Yeah, check that
All right,
resume out.
eight-time All-Star, All Second, All NBA Second Team, 2-time All NBA Third Team, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Damn, he almost went back to back. 3-time defensive.
Jordan still dunked on him though.
I know. Three All NBA Defensive Team, 3 All Second Defensive Team, All Rookie, First Team, second, 2-time NBA leading rebounder, 3-time NBA blocks, and that's it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let me hold
So
on.
Mark Ingo, this is good information, man. Yes, sir. I'm a LeBron diehard fan, Mr. FD. I'm from Canton, Akron area. I have followed LeBron since he was 17. He helped bring back the passion for basketball and card collecting in a time. I can appreciate all that. Yeah,
Right,
I just got through saying that I'm not. I'm a LeBron James fan, and I believe that when you are a fan of someone, you can also be have thoughts on their career or where you think their career is going. And just as you are as passionate because you're close to this, right? What you just described, you're close to this. You're from Canton and Akron. You watched LeBron since 17. Probably the same way I feel about Mike Jordan.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been around it, you know. And then he also says that LeBron helped guide my life back to a positive light after being in a dark place. He changed my life without even knowing it. I just want you to always know, Mark, that if I make any statements about LeBron, it's not tearing at anything here that you are talking about. I don't dislike LeBron, but there are things that he does that there's going to be some commentary on. That's all I'm saying. My oldest son is named after LeBron. You know, this is all good information, and I respect all of that. I just want you to know, Mark, I respect all of it. But there are going to be times that LeBron James will do something, just like Kyrie Irving, just like Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. There are players that in their career they'll play. They're something that happened off the court or something that they said. You'd be like, "What? What was that?" That's all it is. I'm not trying to tear at anything here, and the link that you have with LeBron and how he has helped you is proven what you said through some dark times. I always want you to know that. And I've collected LeBron since the beginning. We were just talking about some Top Chrome stuff. There's a Top Chrome card that I've his that I just submitted for grading. LeBron, his career got me back into opening cards. That was the time that I was going to school and doing. Oh yeah, Mark, I just want you to know this, man. I was going to school and doing different things. When LeBron came along, and I walked into a 7-Eleven on the north side of Chicago up by WGN, not too far away from Lane Tech. Anybody that's Lane Tech High School, anybody that's been in Chicago knows the area I'm talking about. When I saw LeBron on the cover of a Sports Illustrated, man, I hadn't purchased a Sports Illustrated in years. I picked it up that day, took it to work, had it at my desk, sat down and read it at lunchtime. I kind of knew he was going to be just watching him, what kind of player he was going to be. But recently, how he wanted to put the Lakers together and bringing Westbrook over and all that, that's just commentary, man. There's going to be some things about that that's going to be like, of course. And it's not just me. Like, there are people all over the news kind of asking about that. And I think a big question with Ham coming in is how is he going to handle the Westbrook situation? So I always want you to know that, Mark. It's not like, I always felt like you had a connection with LeBron that was deeper than most people. But it's never a hatred for LeBron because from his beginnings, I think he's done a lot with his situation. And you don't hear anything about LeBron James off the court and something that he may be doing that's in a negative light. There's none of that going on. So there's never an attack on him from a hatred point of view. It's just to understand and commentary about different things that are happening in the news. Nothing more than that. No, Big John, I didn't go to Lane Tech. No, I used to work up by the school. There was a location that I was working at that was not that far away. Oh, you went to Prosser? Oh, I know. We having some Chicago talk right now. Okay. All right, Big John, let me know, where do you live now? Do you live in Chicago or are you someplace else? Yeah. Yeah, Mark, it's all love, bro. Nothing but love. never personal attack at all. It's good that we had this exchange here. It's good to had a chance to read some of your comments about your connection with the player. And I think I appreciate connections with athletes. And I think a lot of athletes don't understand that there's a connection with people. And people, are you in Connecticut now? Okay, very cool. There are people that are very much connected to athletes, and it may help them in their lifetime. It may show them a different way of doing things. There are some athletes that play a father figure role with people, or a mother figure role with people. There's a lot of that. There are people in history. I just rolled by. I went to a vegan food festival today, which was nice. JD, you and I have to go to this.
I know. I'll make it out there.
And I saw an Amelia Earhart statue. That's also at Burbank Airport. If you ever been to Burbank Airport and flew out, you probably have seen this. There are many different people that are touched by different people in history and over time. So I can appreciate that. Oh yeah, Mark. Yep, I appreciate you asking for sure. For sure. Are you on this game, man?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's over if they can't hit a shot in their life depending on it right now.
Well, the question was, and this is one, but Miami has played a great series, man. So no disrespect to them. But to me, the question going in was who are their scorers or who's going to consistently score for the team. And when you get down to this crunch time, you see that.
I feel bad. Yeah, they can't score, man. That's why you need that. You need a lead. I mean, Jimmy Butler is a scorer, but you guys, I mean,
what's up with PJ Tucker having 0 points? Is he hurt?
I don't think he's playing.
What's up with him playing 17 minutes, 0 for 3 shooting, 4 rebounds, 0 for 2 from 3-point line, and 0 points?
I don't. How many minutes has he played? I don't think he's playing.
He's only played 17 minutes. I wonder if he's hurt.
I think he was hurt. I think he was. I honestly think he was because
well, that's another thing that's going to hurt them. Tyler Hero, 7 minutes, 0 for 2. He's probably still hurt. 0 for 1 from the 3, 0 points. These are the things that's going to put Miami out.
Yeah, they're out because they can't. They're not hitting anything right now. In Boston, like whatever, y'all can't. Their defense is like, okay, you can't score, whatever.
Yeah, Marcus said the same thing. Butler is just unreliable. Hero being hurt hurts them also. Hero brings a lot for the second unit. But I've always asked about him, like, is he the shooter that everybody's talking about? Or is injuries playing a role? I don't know.
Injuries.
Hero played very well in the bubble. He's been okay since the bubble.
He won a 6-man a year, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I mean, this game, we'll see. Because Boston.
Get ready for Golden State versus Boston Thursday night.
Where's it at? Boston or Golden State?
I think Golden State has home field advantage, right? I mean, I believe.
Are they going to 2-2, 2-2, 1-1?
No, I don't know that now. Let's see. Look, what's the playoff breakdown?
I hope it's not 2-3-2. Oh, I hate that one.
Remember back in the day, it used to be 2 with the Bulls, 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Game 1's gonna be in Chase Center. Who would have thought, man? That the NBA Finals would be played in that arena that fast.
Well, did you ever go to Oracle? You ever go to the Oracle Arena?
I wish I went to Oracle.
I never went to a game. I just heard it was really bad.
No, bad?
I mean, like old,
oh, it was beat down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's outdated.
911 Baker Bowl. What's 911?
Yeah, they need help. I mean, it was a 3.
He's calling for backup. Okay.
It was a 3-point game. Now it's a 7-point game like that. So we'll see. I mean, they're just working too hard to score. Yeah. Oh wow. But I mean, I don't know if we'll see.
It's gonna be real interesting when the finals start.
I can't wait. Because I think
cementing history or kicking off a playoff run.
So what happens if Golden State loses this finals? What happens?
Well, Tatum gets his first ring.
Well, we don't. I'm not. I'm not saying if sell to Boston's. I'm just saying like what happens if whatever. What's his team? Golden State loses. Does that tarnish Golden State's legacy a little bit because that's the third time they're out?
Or do you think it tarnishes? I don't know if it tarnishes, but it's a blow.
They'll be 3-3.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent on the team. It's a blow.
Do you think
it'd be like LeBron going to 9 and winning 4, right?
I think so, something like that. But I'm saying, like, do you think the cards drop, or you think it's still gonna hold steady?
No, they'll hold steady. I don't think they'll drop.
I think Curry's cards are still gonna hold steady. I think it's only gonna go up.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're talking about greatness, man. Mark, I don't see Boston or Miami challenging the Warriors. I don't either. Gentlemen sweep. I was saying 4-2 just to be conservative, but the Warriors are about to bring the heat and the pain on whoever they're playing. Bagging another tip. That's right. And when they get, we talking about if they don't win. If they do win, Dwayne Wade has 3. We talked about this earlier today. Shaq has 4. Kobe has 5. Jordan has 6. Now these guys are going to move their way into that conversation. Curry will have 4 with his resume. Don't let him be Finals MVP. Oh yeah, man, it's coming, man. It doesn't feel good to witness greatness.
I witnessed it enough already.
Timo, FD, I have been looking at these 1984 Star Michael Jordan cards. I love to own one. They're great cards. I say over and over again, those cards being graded, save those cards. But those are time in history of collecting that people are moving away from those because they were counterfeited so much. But they are wonderful cards. You get one in a halfway decent grade, any grade, you look at it in that slab, it's like a piece of artwork. Baker boy, let's go Boston. Baker boy's rooting for Boston. Mark says Steph should finally get his big boy MVP trophy and vault him to the top 10 all the time. You know, Mark already got him at 9. And that was thinking that he's going to win this for.
Yeah.
Just a prediction. I think that's a prediction to go to. You know Steph's top 10, JD. That's no joke, man.
Yeah.
Steph had a Magic Johnson MVP, not a real one. Baker boy. Real?
Wait, was Baker boy the same guy that tried starting a conversation with you last, like 3 weeks ago when we did this?
Oh, yeah. He likes to talk about Curry, which I'm cool with, right? People don't know, man. Being from Chicago and other people can probably other cities too, like the banter back and forth. I'm good with that. I love that kind of stuff, right? Curry's legit, man. 100% legit. When people say anything about Curry, it's just like comedy to me. It's like somebody got on a stage with a microphone and started telling jokes. Well, once upon a time, there was a player named Curry who wasn't good. It's okay. I'm in the front row laughing because this guy is legitimate. Don't hate on greatness, Baker boy. That's all I gotta say. Anybody out there, just don't hate on greatness.
You're not gonna get another.
Right?
You're not gonna get another.
Greatness, man. Get in there, feel that. Yeah, Timo, Kobe sitting on 5 rings too. Yep. But now these guys will have 4 and be working on 5. Because I believe, I've talked to JD about this, that this is the beginning of something. This is a second run. There were 3-1. There was 2 years off. This is another run. Please don't think it's going to be just one championship here. There's going to be other teams for Golden State that are probably going to go deeper into the playoffs. Will they win it all? I don't know. No one knows. But they will represent themselves.
We'll see. I mean, them getting
into the off season and strengthen that knee and that Achilles even more.
No, it's a blessing that they got hurt. Like everybody got hurt at that time. Everybody was like, "Oh, they're done." I mean, probably at the time, but they were able to, draft very well. They were able to recover from losing KD, and look where they're at now.
I think losing KD was the best thing for the team.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. Honestly.
Yeah, Boston's up by 11 with 6 minutes 18 seconds left.
Yeah.
Should we say that's a wrap? I know some people think that might be a superstitious jinx move, but that's a wrap,
Nah,
man.
yeah, I'm watching all the shots they're taking. Oh, finally, all the shots they're taking are like super contested. It's not even close. It's not the shots they're taking compared to Boston is like night and day.
Well, you know, that's the thing that Golden State has concerned themselves with. Boston extends their defense and rotates well, but I want Boston to know out there, hey, Boston, Golden State does that too.
Ah, man, is at the end of the day who's gonna. Well, Tatum's
JD, were you secretly rooting for Miami?
kinda. No, I don't know. I love Tatum. I love Tatum a lot. I don't. Where's my Tatum at? I got a Tatum here somewhere. Got to go Tatum. Nothing crazy. I mean, I love Tatum. I just want to see a competitive basketball game. You know, I didn't want to. The game 7. I'm trying to. I just want to see something, but I don't know. I like both teams. You know, I always had the thing for Boston when Kyrie was there, so I watched Tatum and all of them like develop to where they're at. You know, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but
let's look at the one. Let's look at the typical 180 view on Curry. So Timo says Curry is the best pure shooter I ever saw. The dude is lights out, half court, mid court. How you want it? How do you want it? That's right. LOL. His range is limitless, right? And Baker Boy says Curry gets too much credit. His teams are good.
I wouldn't say he's the best pure shooter.
Who's better?
Because he's saying like, I mean, just because you could hit half court shots and everything, like there's, well, probably I don't know.
His father was something else too.
I don't know if he's the best pure shooter ever, but probably. I mean, I guess because everybody gets fall in love with him being able to shoot from like half court and all this stuff.
Well, his stats show that he's better than Ray Allen and Reggie Miller.
Oh yeah. But like Curry don't like have a pull up. He doesn't hit a mid range. Like I don't know. I'm not saying
from
Curry.
the bench, what's up with Buddy Hield? Are you saying he's a great? Are you saying he's a great shooter?
He's a good shooter. Not better than Curry.
Shooter? I would like to see Buddy Hield get on a good team because I think he can do damage in the playoffs.
I think he beat Stephen Curry's like most ever, the fastest to whatever 3-point like 500 or 1,000. He beat Stephen Curry's record. I'm not saying Buddy Hield's on his level. I'm just saying like
Buddy Hield is a great shooter, but Buddy Hield is. I just like to see this guy in some meaningful games hitting these shots. Buddy Hield's something else. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Right now Tatum's going off. I think the 4-minute mark. This is where you see who the stars come out.
Well, he can't disappear. He can't disappear like he did last time. That's not gonna happen. Mark said, "I agree with Baker. Curry gets too much credit for that team's success. Draymond Green is that team's MVP. Without Draymond, that team is 500. Curry can't carry a team." I respect it, Mark.
What are you talking about, man? They almost made the playoffs last year with Curry.
Mark, you know I'm gonna get you though, man. I'm gonna ask you: have you walked in Curry's shoes, though, man? You know this guy. You look at that guy's resume. Look at his resume. I would say the same thing. I mean, you could say the same thing if Montana didn't have Jerry Rice, if he didn't have John Taylor on the other side, if he didn't have Roger Craig behind him. What is he doing? He went to Kansas City. He did well, but he didn't have that same success as he had with the 49ers. If Michael Jordan does not have Scottie Pippen at any point in his career, or he doesn't have that Robin to his Batman at any point in his career, what does he do?
You need the help. They need the help. They need help. Everybody plays a role in everything.
Yeah, I mean, when you're around greatness, if you're a great player, you got Klay Thompson over here, you got Draymond over here, and then things are not isolated, right? Things are not isolated where, like, who knows what Draymond picked up from Curry, what he picked up from Klay, what they picked up from him. When you're around, iron sharpens iron. When you're around those kind of people, what happens?
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy says, what one person nowadays carries a team alone?
No one.
I somewhat agree with that.
No one.
To me, it's like when I hear that, it's like the empty argument. Like you can't go to anything else. You say a person says, "Well, he doesn't have a Finals MVP." Okay. What else are we gonna go to though? What else does he not have?
He has everything. He doesn't have a Finals MVP, but his resume is still stronger than a lot of people. Yeah, this game's over.
Mark says Curry is not the man greatest role player in history. It's all good, man. He will be top 10 when he retires. He'll probably be top 7. I believe he kicked Larry Bird out of the top 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Larry's 33rd. People talk about stuff, right? We all know Larry Bird played hurt a lot, had back injuries. He's 33rd all time on the scoring list, NBA all time. Nobody talks about this stuff though. It's like certain players they'll look at and be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that player's legit. That player's top 10, but this player over here needs to do this, and this, and this, and this." The Reverend says, "What's up, fellas? Good to see you, Reverend. Rather have Giannis than Curry." Giannis is a strong player. He without Middleton and PJ Tucker stepped up this year, did a whole lot. He's a big man that's going to end his career without injuries and a legendary status. He may not ever win another championship. So if Giannis retires with one championship ring, what does he stack up? These are the questions we have to ask. Like, we can't just be, I don't think you can just be like, this is absolute. Like, none of this is absolute, right? Even what I'm saying, it's not absolute. But if Giannis literally ends his career over 25,000 points and one ring, who is Giannis?
He's a better Carmelo.
I don't know.
We'll see.
But I love his game. I wish he could. I wish Milwaukee could get, because I think he's going to be there long term. I wish they could get back in a situation where they're winning. Baker Boy said Giannis did in the small market. Would that benefit him or hinder him long-term greatness in the NBA, though?
Nah, he's making Milwaukee a destination the way he's playing.
But is it really going to be a destination, JD, or people say that? Like, has Milwaukee ever been a destination?
If you want to win a ring, yeah.
We'll see.
No,
we'll see this offseason what happened. We'll
see.
From the bench says, got to give more credit to the teams over one guy. That's why LeBron hasn't won more championships. LeBron was a top 3 player pretty much every year, but he builds garbage teams around him. And Mark says he's drinking too much Kool-Aid. Now, Mark, we got to take ownership. LeBron helped put this Lakers team together.
And he's going to, and the reason why the Lakers are not going to do well. He brings them up.
LeBron holds the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes he takes defense off. Those are the 3 things that I've noticed with LeBron James. And I think when you're in your 19th year, you might take some defense off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality of things. So I don't know if from the bench is drinking too much Kool-Aid or is he spot on. I don't know. The Reverend says Dallas show was good. A lot of people, but cautious. I did grab another Carrillo, CSG 9.5 and Quad 9.5 green label pops with YG. Interesting.
Yeah. We'll see.
Wow. Did you see Curry's wrap around pass the last game? Sick. He has one of the best teardrop shots around, Sammy. At Mark Engel, the man just wants old washed players around him. Even when it came to AD, could have had Ball and Ingram with AD, and that team would have been much better. But he didn't want to wait 6 months. Also, I was interested, like when Isaiah Thomas came to town, right? He had to go. And he was hitting shots.
Oh, when they picked him up on the 10-day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My son cleaned up with his Pokemon slabs. He did over $3,700 profit.
Damn.
Tell your son what's up. Congratulations. That's good work. It's good work. Dallas might become another destination. Now, I've been saying this about like people talking right now planning to go to the National. Shows like Dallas, there could be some other. You got Chantilly, you got Philly, you got the New York show that just went down, New Jersey, I think. You have there's some West Coast stuff that's going on. There's some great shows around the country, man.
Yeah, there's a lot. You just gotta go. You just gotta figure out what's the best move for you. Because I'm still thinking about going to the Shanty Show. No, the Shanty Show is expensive. Just to fly out there, I'm not going. Oh wait, I didn't. That's an expensive flight to get.
Yeah, I
Over
just
there.
take the rationale that things that happen over
That's
time.
too far.
It'll happen. I used to want to go to Chantilly a lot for the autograph guests that were there that did not.
That's why I want to go too.
But there are people that sign it that don't go to the National. So
we'll see. I might go to the National. We'll see. This is weird because it's like Thursday through Saturday. It's a weird. I thought they'll at least have a Sunday, but I'll get there eventually.
There's no Sunday in the National? I haven't even looked at it.
So.
All right, Baker Boy, Dwayne Wade showed LeBron how to win. From the bench, drips with that hockey bias. One day, I hope to make it to Dallas. So do I, Timo.
Me too. I just gotta. Well, the date's already set up. I just don't know if I want to do it. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, this is a 5-point game with 44 seconds left, people. I think we'll stay on JD until this is a wrap.
Yeah. 50 seconds left. This is a big call because if it's offensive, it's Miami's ball. Oh yeah, it's offensive now. So Miami could probably drop it down to 3, maybe.
Well, it's 98-95 right now, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's 93? I thought it was 95.
It's 98-95.
Oh.
Now, from the benches on point, the Toronto Canada Expo, I heard it's a very nice show. Very nice show. So we got 11 seconds left here, 11.3. 3-point
Oh, you're
game.
ahead?
I'm just on, I'm on ESPN right now. We will all hear people. We'll remember this.
Attack? Oh, he's a crazy. Why? Why would?
Hey, Timo, you have a good night too. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Why would Jimmy Butler hit a pull up 3, attack Holford, and go to the line?
Well, it's 99-95, right?
It's 96. Oh, I don't know. I'm like.
Oh, I got 100 to 95 with 11.3 yet remaining.
Why? Oh, that was bad. I don't know why Jimmy pulls up for a 3. You need an attack. Why are you?
Well, it's only a few seconds left, right? So he's probably thinking, "Let me cut this."
No, he had it with like 20 seconds. Then he pulled up. I'm like, why? You guys are. It's a 1-possession game. Get a better shot. Attack at least. Oh man, that was bad. Cool.
Dude, what hurts them is that Marcus Smart has 24 points. And he's 3 from 10 from the 3-point
But
line.
what we talk about like last few weeks, Boston's been winning games not because of Tatum and Brown. It's because of the role players. Remember, Grant Williams had a good game. Al Horford had a good game. Now look at Marcus Smart had a good game. That's what it is. It's a team effort.
Big Boom Box Break says, "What's up, FD and JD? Will you guys be at the Del Mar night market on Friday? I mean, the Union night market." I most likely won't be there on Friday.
Probably not. That's too much of a drive. But if you're down there, if you're around the area, go. They still have good shows regardless.
It's a great show though.
Yeah.
And Big Bone, you're talking about the Escondido show, right? Because I've been to one Escondido show. It's a great show. Great atmosphere. Great show, man. Great, nice vendors.
Damn, this game's over. So disappointed at that shot.
The Reverend, it should be a good final, and Boston plays deep. Yep, it's going to be a great final. You all get ready. Either way, whoever wins, what's cool about the finals in this situation is that you have a team who has won, a team who has not. So whoever wins is it helps build the resume of someone on the other side. In this situation, I guess that's every situation, but in this situation, I'm saying like if you have a finals where two teams haven't won and one team loses, to me that's different than Baker Boy says Curry gonna take this D. That's funny, man. Baker Boy.
Yeah.
It should be a good final. Yep. Boston plays that. You know what I can't wait though, JD? You want to make a prediction here tonight?
Which one?
I can't wait to see the comments in our lives after each week of games.
Yeah.
JD, what are your views on the Marvel drop? That went up fast and seemed to have slowed.
I think I'm all in. I'm just not collecting Marvel cards. I'm collecting, hold on. I'm collecting other stuff. I mean, I'm gonna send this thing to get graded, stuff like that. I'm not. The cards is cool, but
the Doom action figure.
Yeah, these are gonna hold more value. That's. I'm not saying I'm just saying. Me and FD already talked about this. Like, there's other ways to investing in Marvel besides the cards. The comics has more value. You just gotta find the right ones. Yep. But I am looking into it.
So the final is Boston 100, Miami 96. Yeah. Baker Boy said he can't wait too. Week after week, Baker Boy, I'm gonna be looking for you. Be looking for you out there now. Big boy, all three. That three they took away from the Heat came into play. Sure it did. Well, JD, go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I know now. I know the scenario. Now I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go Boston. No, I'm not gonna go Boston. I'm gonna go Golden State. I'll go with you 6. Golden State in 6.
Golden State in 6.
Golden State in 6. But this is my. So I'm gonna make one real quick right now, and then I'm gonna watch the first quarter. And then I'm gonna determine my actual because I gotta see it. I gotta see what they're gonna do first. Because on paper I got Golden State, but I want to see what type of a game plan they're gonna go in with. So we'll see.
All right, so Baker Boy. Okay, we got Boston in 7. Baker Boy, Boston.
I don't know, man. This series. It's not really set in stone. Golden State's gonna win, right? Would you say that?
I don't know if any series is set in stone because you never know what can happen from it. I always think injuries. You never know who today is healthy, who could be hurt in a week. Like significant.
Yeah. I'm taking.
I do know Golden State is bringing GP2 back, who is a strong defender for them and can hit the outside three.
I think if everybody's healthy, I got Golden State. Golden State.
Big John said Warriors in 5. Celtics are 2 Jekyll and Hyde. You got that right. There's gonna be some games where Tatum is going to disappear, man. Poof. There's gonna be some games where Brown's going to poof disappear.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we should try to really set something up for Sunday. Let's do something on Sunday.
I'm down with it, man. It's all good with me.
Maybe we start like the first. Maybe we start at 5-ish, and then we'll just.
I wish Baker Boy was close. We'll invite Baker Boy.
Nah. We'll see. I'm set. I got Golden State in 6. It's gonna be a pool party. We're gonna have a pool party in 6.
All right, Dexwell says Lakers fan rooting for Celtics because I own it PSA 910. Now, so we got to take all that out. I understand that. I own some Tatum cards. I own some Curry cards. I own some Klay Thompson cards. I got some Wiseman. We got to take all of that out. When you look at basketball, who's going to win the series?
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Curry's going to disappear. Yeah. Curry's disappeared his whole career, man.
Yeah, especially when he plays Kyrie.
Yeah, he makes the basketball disappear.
Yeah. He's a wizard, yeah. We'll see. I mean, I'm excited. I'm super excited for this.
I think this will be a toss-up series. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Yep.
Yep. Peeps. GP2 is a key player. Curry on a milk carton. Oh, like he's lost? Like he's people looking for him? Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see after, man.
So I appreciate everyone being here. It's always a great time.
And this is the first time we went live like this in like almost a month. So we'll see.
Great time.
We'll see next week. We'll try to do something live at it and watch it live, and we'll do like we did at LA Sports Cards.
I think we gotta record. I gotta record. I think I gotta record some kind of special content or something for each game, and then whoever wins this thing. You gotta think about that.
We should,
and then we'll play it live here when the series is over.
We should do like a. We should do like a prediction for a certain, like each game, like who's gonna win, who's gonna score the most points, who's gonna make the impact play, who's gonna be the role player of the game, what's gonna be the deciding. So we'll do something like that.
Yeah, let's do something like that. Al Horford will make a difference. I'm happy for him.
Well, yeah, when they brought him back, look where they're at. When he was gone the last few years, they didn't make it nowhere. So I am happy for him too.
Hey, Peace, it's always good to have you here, man. If you came in late, it's all good. It's understandable. It's all good. Well, JD, you got any words of wisdom you want to give everybody before?
It's Memorial Weekend. Just be safe, everybody. I tell all my employees. Just be safe. If you guys are gonna do anything crazy, go party, any shenanigans, just be responsible and just be careful and think about the bigger picture too, not just the now.
That's true. Think long term. In terms of cars, what if Kuminga Logs retired at age 19? I'm just telling people, you got some young guys. You got Moody at 19. You got Kuminga at 19. I think Wiseman is 21 in March. If I'm calculating that correctly. You got some young talent here that don't have a ring. And I think Draymond said it best when they won the Western Conference, that this is a mesh of older talent who's been there and young talent who are just not getting there.
Yep.
So you don't know what this team could do, man. Kuminga came into a Western Conference final game, scored 17 points, shot well from the field. We all know he has to work on defense, being consistent at certain things, getting up and down the court, and keep his mind in the game. Which, if you ask me at 19, I'm not scoring 17 points, and my mind's probably not in the game. So, so we'll see, man. There's some future probably players that are going to play a significant role in some things for Golden State as they go forward.
Yes, sir. So we shall see.
All right, you all. My thing is that it's always good having this conversation, going through different things. The finals is just one part of it. Talking about comic books. And, JD and I, we talk about what we're doing. So this is not a situation where I'm not telling you anything more than what I'm actually doing. I don't show anything more than what I'm actually at and what I'm thinking about and things like that. And that's what we'd love to do. So Dexful says Kuminga in 3 years, he's going to be special. So, next time maybe I'll show you some Kuminga stuff.
I'm gonna start buying. I'm telling you, buy it. No, I'll wait till the season's over when I say this. I'll wait. I don't want to say anything right now.
Hey, Pete, thanks you as always, man. I appreciate you being here. Everyone, appreciate you being here. We'll be back next Sunday, 6 p.m. And it will be a blast. And we'll have more information about the finals because they start. Oh, we'll be watching the first game.
Yeah, we're watching the first game.
Second Thursday. Oh, everybody come back now.
Hey, and last time we watched it, the home team won, so Golden State might be going up 2-0. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Did anybody predict that Dallas was going to lose in 5?
Nope. Not I.
Nope.
But
all right.
We'll see.
You all have a good night, JD. Appreciate you, sir.
Hey, we'll talk soon because I need to ask your opinion later.
It's all good.
All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Peace.